Gentlemen, it's showtime. Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, where we haven't used this intro in well over a year. It's here, the 100th episode of World Class Bullshitters. And if you would ask me this question in 2015, do I think I'd be here right now? I would have said yes. In my mind, 100 episodes is just the start, but it does call for a celebration. So, I'm feeling accomplished. I'm feeling excited, and I'm happy to say, welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, oh my God, we are at 100 with so many people around us to talk bullshit. I can't help but say, with all these fans surrounding me, I can see where Spacey was coming from.
Now, dude, before you get too excited, remember, these are all subscribers. And you owe all of our subscribers a hand job, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's 11 of them here tonight.
I ain't gonna honey dick anybody.
That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan Nick Utam.
I can't believe we're at 100. This is ridiculous.
Up next, Kendo Slice.
Hey, beat it, Spook. This don't concern you.
Who you calling Spook Peckerwood?
Hey, listen, guys. We don't want to mess with no reefer addicts here.
Oh, I want to watch that movie so fucking bad now. Welcome back, our good friend Curtis Lendenfield.
I missed you guys like my mom's had missed the coffee table after my dad hit her when I was 4. Not at all.
And we hit that point already earlier.
Never gone.
Yeah. Up next is the Dr. Phil Seitz.
Brush my ass. I mean, your ass. Don't forget.
Somebody's ass is getting brushed. And finally, Coach Loudy.
Dear God, it is good to be back. Though I'm going to tell you guys the same thing I tell my mother. I wish you would have aborted me.
Well, we can have aborted you. No problem.
Aborted.
Hey, sorry.
We can still let you abort you right now, I'm just saying.
It's just a button click away, and it's like you never were born. So tonight is episode 100, and we have a very special select group of fans that reached out to us that told us they'd like to be on World Class Bullshitters. So, first off, guys, thanks for being fans, and now it's time to introduce you. So first is one of our biggest fans, I'd say our biggest fan. You know him, you love him, he's super anus, that is Brian Lape.
Howdy. I'm here no matter where here is. Get your turkey legs and mayonnaise out and strap in.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
I taught that man.
Oh, man.
Well,
What the blue fuck was that, Lape?
Yeah,
You haven't been listening.
yeah they don't.
You'll find out.
My name is Lana.
Up next is a fan that I know listens every week, Lime Green Hulk.
It's the man with the no tan, lime green Hulk. Ah, that's my boy right there. Yay, yay.
All right, up next is our Dark Lord and Savior Ganondorf.
Hello. Sickest god in the galaxy.
Jesus?
Quite literally sick.
Is that you?
Up next is our good friend Jackson.
What up, cocks? Just kidding.
Go fuck yourself.
We don't have any cucks on this channel, bro. None. Well, there's that one dude in the comments section. You know who you are, asshole.
Eddie
Dyke
Cantillo.
Cuckerberg. It's in his name.
I forgot about Dyke Cuckerberg.
Not your father's clitoris challenge.
He's dead.
He's long gone.
Dead to all of us.
He probably died a while ago.
And finally, a good friend of the show, Eric Ward.
Hey, what's up? I'm back from the dead. I'm glad I can actually speak. So, how's everybody doing?
We didn't murder you.
No relation to Matt Ward, I'd hope.
You know me now, mother. So, oh.
All right, guys. So, let's see here. It's episode 100, and I'm really excited. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to do the news. We're going to do all that good stuff. But I want to just take a quick second to thank everyone who's ever listened. Whoa, we got a huge echo. I want to thank everyone who's ever listened to World Class Bullshitter. So from Noah R. all the way to our newest subscriber, we appreciate your time and your effort, your comments, your questions, all that good stuff. And we'd like to thank our 65 patrons over on Patreon. You guys have made the channel's growth possible. We just got the new computer, so that's awesome, thanks to the patrons. And real quick before we start the show, you guys have some great stuff coming this week. So by the time this episode launches, the Star Wars Episode 1 drunk commentary should hit Patreon. Following week, you'll have Attack of the Clones, and the following week after that, you'll have Revenge of the Sith. So you guys are getting the Star Wars prequels, as well as other things in the near future. So if you're listening to this and you'd like to hear us talk about Star Wars, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all kinds of shit that's never going to hit YouTube for just $1 a month, you can be a world-class Bullshitters patron, and we'd really appreciate it. So let's get on to the news, because next week it's irrelevant. So guys, let's talk about the biggest piece of news first. Dion, I know you're just wet with anticipation.
Oh, yeah, he's wet.
The Infinity War trailer. So...
And so am I wet.
All right, so Dion, what did you think of this trailer?
I mean, since we're using wet here, you can definitely describe me as that. When I watched it, I think 5 times back to back. It looked fantastic.
And he was wet every time.
Yes, absolutely. There were only a few things that I didn't like, but overall, I thought them each talking about the Avengers was fantastic. I loved fucking Cap walking out of the shadows in a fucking beard. I mean, the effect, you could tell that the care that they put in the effects was way more than they put in fucking Black Panther. The only thing I didn't like was Thanos looks kind of weird to me. Like, he looks like every beefy athletic coach that you're kind of like, I don't know if I should be alone with that guy. And,
looks better than Steppenwolf.
Yeah, he looked he looked way better than Steppenwolf. And then I didn't like. I fucking hate Spider-Man's costume. I fucking hate.
Fuck that.
His hands are fucking tiny as hell.
And then it looks like a
Black budget has about 3/5 the same budget as Avengers.
Wait, are you talking about Black Panther?
He mentioned Black Panther, how it looks like shit, and I just wondered if the budget was like 3/5, you know.
Oh, probably.
Still.
Well, it's Avengers.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, the budget for Avengers Infinity War is... The budget for Infinity War is like $500 million.
That's like almost as Destiny 1's budget.
Oh, and we all know who that turned out.
Oh.
All right, so let's see who's next on our roster. Nick, what did you think of this trailer?
I mean, I was slightly damp from it, put it that way. It was okay. I'm just waiting for it all to fucking end now. I'm glad we're seeing that, that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
so I'm
but
like,
we're
good,
not,
it's here.
We're not, because we'll talk about our next news story. You got another lifetime of Marvel movies, so
oh god,
your child is
I
going
can
to
kill
grow up
myself
loving
soon.
Marvel.
Then. Oh god, so then I'll just shoot myself after the second.
My
Infinity
fucking
War
grandson is going to grow up loving Marvel.
Well, if you're going to off yourself, can you get me a couple more movies first? I need Beverly Hills Cop 2 in HD, and then I think maybe Fletch Lives, if you're feeling generous. Just putting it out there, man. That's not.
I'll see what I can find, Jeff.
All right, cool.
Jeff, we'll sit down in a couple weeks. We'll put together a concise list and say, Nick, you cannot kill yourself until all of these are available to us on Dropbox.
Okay.
Dustin, what'd you think?
I don't know. I wasn't that impressed. I thought Thanos looked like shit.
He did.
Captain America got kind of hotter with a beard. Wonder what his dick looks like.
Gay as fuck, man. You are.
And trying to think. I don't know. I wasn't that impressed. I'm kind of superheroed out. My wife's all about it. I don't know.
Well, I'm feeling the same way as you. Like, the first time I watched the trailer, I was kind of just like, looks cool. And then I watched it, I think, 2 more times to get ready for tonight's episode, and I thought to myself, it looks good. Thanos is a step down in terms of, like, I don't want to say graphical fidelity because this isn't a PlayStation game, but the CGI doesn't look as good as it does traditionally. I mean, if we go back a couple years, we've had other CGI characters that looked more convincing. Hopefully they're going to, do another pass or something at the character, because he looks as bad as Steppenwolf. And if everyone wants to bitch about
No,
the
he
Justice
doesn't.
League, yeah,
he absolutely looks as bad as Steppenwolf. Look at the same texture, look at their face. It's like the same fucking person, just someone's a little bit more purple. Like, it looks like shit. For as big budget as it is, and for how
Steppenwolf's eyes look so glossy, way glossier to me.
Steppenwolf is fucking rubber.
Well, no, they're all CGI code. It's essentially just binary code, so they're the same thing. But the nice thing about Steppenwolf is they covered him up in armor, so from certain angles he looked all right. With Thanos, they put him in that stupid muscle T-shirt thing. If he rolled out his full armor, because
they put him in a white beater.
Yeah, what happened to his full armor?
Well, they'll probably show it up in the second movie or later in another trailer or some dumb shit. But he looks dumb right now. He just comes out and he's like, ugh, and
Well, it doesn't make sense for him to be wearing a muscle shirt. He's this cosmic entity that is trying to destroy the universe, and he's out shopping for sleeveless shirts because he didn't make it himself. I don't know.
And to jump off of you, Dustin, every other movie he's in that full gear. Why would he come to Earth to conquer it and look like a hobo, like he's going to the beach?
Yeah.
Does he think Earth has got this great beach that he's going to come chill at after he conquers the planet? No, it's poor design choices, in my opinion.
I don't know. Maybe he could chill out in California.
Well, they're always going to New York, so he'll learn that New York sucks underneath it all. Well, New York doesn't suck that much.
But it's really cold. But it's really cold right now.
Well, it comes out in May, so it'll have warmed up by then.
Who knows? Maybe he sent somebody on a scouting mission and said, "Find me, shit about Earth," and all they did was bring him back shitty tourist brochures,
postcards and shit.
I will go to Gatlinburg and I will conquer.
Oh God! He's gonna be really
time for hillbilly golf.
Damn it!
Hey Jeff, from what I can
wait,
find
hold on, real quick, Brian. That's still there, just so you know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it is still there. We were just there.
Phil, what were you saying now?
From what I can find online, Black Panther's budget is $200 million. They haven't officially released the budget for Infinity War, but the rumor is that it's a budget of $1 billion for both films.
Holy
that would be $500 million
Jesus
apiece.
Christ!
Good Christ!
I mean, they gotta have a big budget to pay all those stars. So
yeah.
Oh, true. Got it.
Huge cast.
Otherwise,
just for clarity's sake, didn't anyone get that I was joking when I said the 3/5 thing?
Yeah, I got it.
So we're in a post-racist WCBs.
Yeah.
Back.
I understood what you were saying.
I know, man. I didn't get it at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm out of time. Then I feel like Captain America wakes up fucking 7 years later and gays can get married.
Well, we're a lot more successful now, so we attribute it to that. But
Plus, your affinity for dicks, we just stick over it like a normal part of life. Like, oh, Dustin wants to see another dude's dick. All right, cool, we're there. Next episode.
Honestly, originally when I was coming up with how I would introduce myself this episode, I thought I would say that I was gone for months looking at dicks, but I didn't know how to quite wordsmith it.
Yeah, low hanging fruit.
Just like that.
And all that.
Yeah, some of our fans would
true.
Well, Phil, you brought up the budget. What did you think of the trailer?
I loved it. I saw that it had hit online when I was at work, and I immediately jumped out of my seat and ran to the back so I could watch it.
I thought you were going to say you ran to the bathroom to watch it. You got shit!
Hold on, no.
Black Widow's blonde now.
First of all, let's break this down. You ran? Did you really run, or did you happily jaunt?
I slightly jogged.
Okay, all
right.
So that's like a walk for normal people.
A brisk walk for a fat person.
He's got one of those suits like the Baron from Dune. I don't know if anyone's...
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I thoroughly enjoyed the trailer. I'm super excited for this movie. It did give me goosebumps. I'll say that. I'm not a huge comic book guy like you guys are, so I'm not. I don't have a big issue with how Thanos looks. Jeff did bring up a good point with why is he not wearing the armor, but we'll see. It could be like something they did with Thor, like in the trailer when the one part in Asgard he had both eyes, but in the movie he had lost the eye. So
I was going to bring up the point when Hela destroys Mjolnir. She's in an alleyway. It's like a brick alleyway, but in the movie she's just out in that field. So
right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
interested. I'm excited. This is like the movie event of our lifetime. So
pretty much. Can I talk for a minute?
No, wait.
Wait for your turn.
No, it's about Thanos' armor.
What? Just say it real quick.
They said that Thanos is not wearing armor because now that he has the Infinity Stones, he doesn't need armor.
Yeah, it does look like it's right when he puts the stone in the gauntlet, so I can see that kind of being the big dick moment for Thanos.
He just doesn't look intimidating. He looks like your drunk uncle at the 4th of July. It's just like, hey,
He does. Well, it's the trailer. They're not. They don't want to give all the glory away.
But
right
Dion,
away.
that's not giving glory away. When in the first Avengers movie, he turns around in the chair, armor. When we see him in Guardians of the Galaxy, armor. When we see him in Age of Ultron, I'll do it myself, armor. Like he puts on the glove. He's ready to go.
I agree. But you're jumping the gun in terms of it doesn't make sense. Like that could be like I said. I know before we did the guess of how it's going to end. Like I said, I'm off the top of my head. I'm thinking he took all that shit off at the end of the movie. That's right when he takes that shit from, takes the Tesseract or whatever, puts it in the gauntlet. Like I said, I'm not getting too bad out of shape without the armor at this point and at the end of November in terms of continuity. I'm cool with waiting.
The armor would cover up crappy CGI. That's my
no.
complaint.
I agree with that for sure.
I don't care if he wears a different armor or no armor, but the CGI is not there. That doesn't look like real skin. We don't have photorealism with that. It looks. Like, and the thing is, I love the Marvel movies. I'm excited. This is like the end point for me. But if everyone's going on about how great this looks, and then you're bitching about the Justice League, it's the same fucking crap. Like, it's just like, it's different flavored shit, One's dog shit, one's cat shit. It's all shit, and it looks bad on screen. I thought Iron Man and Spider-Man looked bad. I hope this is early rendering of the CGI, because from a spectacle standpoint, the only thing I was interested in was that ring that was flying over New York. That looked real and that looked cool. Everything else looked kind of fake and rubbery and shitty.
Yeah, I was true. The one I liked the most that people made, the Stone Cold.
Yeah,
that one was awesome.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you just get a cut of Infinity War where Thanos is completely fucking drunk the entire movie?
What would he get drunk on though? Like space mead?
I don't know.
Mead, I don't know.
Whatever that drink that Thor had in Age of Ultron.
Oh,
that Stanley drink.
Did they ever explain why he started out blue and is it purple now?
I don't know. They haven't. To give you the honest answer, it's probably
it's because of the weird film on your laptop. He's really orange.
No, maybe it's because of the alcohol addiction.
It's Vaseline. They put Vaseline over the screen.
Are they trying to fudge out the wheels of the land speeder, Dion?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Loudy, what did you think, buddy?
Honestly, I'm not too hard to impress, and I really wasn't impressed with this trailer personally. Other than Stone Cold Steve Thanos, having his little bit in there. Like I said, other than that, like you guys, I wasn't too impressed with Iron Man or Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's costume looks, kind of like shit. I was happy to see Doctor Strange in there, though. After seeing Doctor Strange with you guys, what was it, over a year ago now? It's good to, see him. Yeah, I know. It's good to see him making another appearance. So, I'm kind of excited.
Did you not see Thor?
No, I have not seen any of the Thor movies. You know this.
Well, he's in Thor.
Oh, he's in Thor?
Yeah, the first 15 minutes? 10.
Oh.
7.
Come on, Jeff. You know me. If it's out there, I haven't seen it. It's like the N64. It came out in 2000. I got it in 2003.
We got it 2017.
Well, 97 or 96, but close enough.
There you go.
All right, Brian Lee.
Nobody asked you.
What'd you think, sir? I know you're so big into Marvel movies. I mean, you got Marvel tattoos on your back with Batman and shit on.
With Batman and Superman. Yeah. I'm kind of over the whole Marvel ride, and I was really underwhelmed by the movie. I did like the ring over New York with Spider, with Spidey's senses going off, but I gotta agree with some of the traction that the CGI doesn't look that great. I think Spider-Man's suit looks overly technical for Spider-Man, and he's not a Ant-Man light, and overall it's not. It was just kind of meh. But
the one thing I noticed everyone online keeps trying to defend is, it's the Iron Spider, this, that, and the other. I'm like,
No, it's not.
For a minute. One, it's not. And two, anyone that goes on about the Iron Spider, no one's really the biggest fan of the Iron Spider because it appeared for like 4 months and then it was gone and it's never been back. So for anyone that goes on, oh, I grew up with the Iron Spider suit. No, it came out in 2005 or 6. I don't remember exactly the publication date. So unless you're one of the guys' age on this show, you didn't grow up with it. Well, I saw it in a video game once. Well, that doesn't mean jack shit. They put a lot of stupid shit in games. Spider-Man's suit is just cloth. It's supposed to be. It doesn't have powers. It's dumb. I'm tired of that
Why
shit.
didn't his suit be like that in Spider-Man Homecoming, the original? Why did they have to make it look like fucking... I don't know why Tony Stark had to design it.
Well, a point I want to bring up, and Jeff made this point months ago. I think it was the last episode I was on, which was, I think, 85. That... Why, if the whole point of the Spider-Man movie was that if you're nothing without the suit, then you're not really a hero? Would they then make it where he's completely reliant upon the suit in this film? Like, if the whole message was you can be a hero without a suit, why give him the most fucking technological suit imaginable?
Because plot holes, Dustin. That's why.
Because they're just all action figures. That's why.
Well, the weird thing is, like, the Spider-Man costume hasn't changed much since 1962, and they've sold $1 billion in toys.
That's true.
I mean, that suit from issue Amazing Fantasy number 15, there are some cosmetic changes, but overall it's the same costume.
Spider-Man costume is iconic.
Yeah, they don't need to change it. I wasn't even too hot on the changes for Homecoming, like the shit on the shoulders and some of the outward web shooters. Like, I got over it, but overall I would rather have the fucking Sam Raimi costume because that was the Spider-Man suit.
Thank you.
Yep.
I love that movie.
I bought Homecoming on Black Friday. I watched it. It was better than I remember. Still don't love it. Then I watched Spider-Man 2. Still blown away. Was it 13 years later?
Yeah.
We just need something like that, not like some quick digestible piece of entertainment. We need something that's going to stick with you. And that movie stuck. It took 3 years to follow it up with a shitty sequel, but in that 3 years, it was awesome. Yo, what's up?
Spider-Man 1 and 2 got me into Marvel movies. Without them, I probably would have heard of Marvel, but long in the future, like probably during the Avengers.
So how old are you right now?
19.
So 19. So if you would have been Dion, Dustin, and Nick and Kendo's age, like, we grew up in the early 90s when there was a Marvel cartoon on every day of the week. So if it wasn't X-Men, it was Spider-Man. If it wasn't Spider-Man, it was the Fantastic Four or Iron Man or the Hulk. They all had cartoons on roughly the same time. They even came together sometimes.
Dude, you're bringing my childhood back to light, man.
I know, those were great shows. It's cool from that perspective to see these Marvel movies mature into what they are now, and it's really nice as someone that's always liked this shit to get a big payoff. But at the same time, I'm one of those people that's kind of gone back and looked through the history and all this shit, and it's like, just stick with the shit that worked. Don't reinvent the good stuff and leave the broken stuff. Fix the shit that doesn't work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and I'm glad Spider-Man 1 and 2 got you into that. I remember waiting for that movie for months. I was so excited, and then I saw it, and
now that you mention it, I did see one of the animated Spider-Man movies right before I saw Spider-Man 3 when it came out. I forget what it's called, but it pretty much followed Spider-Man 3. I forget what it...
I know what you're talking about. You saw a thing called The Birth of Venom. What it is it's just 4 episodes or 3 episodes of the TV show on one DVD.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the morning right before I saw Spider-Man 3. Thank you for telling me that name, the Birth of Venom. Thank you.
Do you have Hulu?
No, I have Amazon Prime and Netflix.
I would say, because that whole show is on Hulu right now, so if you really wanted to watch those episodes, Hulu's your only place for that cartoon, as of now. Soon it'll be that great Disney streaming app that we all love. I know. So, Lime Green Hulk, I know you've been frothing out the mouth to talk to us. Tell us what you thought of this trailer.
I guess his tongue didn't pass through customs.
Oh, and I'm back.
All right.
There we go.
Now, tell us what you thought of this trailer.
Water.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I thought this trailer was really
good. What do you think?
Good job.
God damn it, Dion.
Go ahead, sir. I don't think it had enough Thanos copter.
Oh my god, you really made it obscure.
That's fantastic.
But I am loving the Thanos meme, so...
I'm liking the memes enough. Here's my thing. I'm okay with the comedy in these Marvel movies, but I like the serious ones more. This needs to be the most serious of them all, because a serious tone does not equal a boring film. You can have serious moments with moments of levity. Thor Ragnarok ruined it. It was just too much funny the entire film, and then I didn't take anything serious.
It felt like Guardians of the Galaxy 3.0 to me.
Yeah. The comedy shouldn't stop a scene.
Thank you. That was my biggest complaint. Like when he was in the beginning and he was chained up and spinning around talking to...
I thought that was like the next Mad Max movie. I saw that trailer. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think they'll ever make another Mad Max because George Miller is owed money from Warner Brothers and that, whatever.
Just imagine if he made a Star Wars pod racing movie in a Mad Max style. Dude, that would be so fucking awesome.
Imagine the Justice League movie he was about to make.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about that and seeing that YouTube video.
Yeah, check listeners, if you haven't heard, I think it was called Justice League, not Immortal, but something like that. Look it up. Just look up George Miller Unfinished Justice League. There's production stills, there's production drawings, there's a script you can read. It was set up to be like the best DC movie that never was.
Hey, Warner Brothers.
It was going to be so serious.
I'm pretty sure it was Justice League Immortal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Immortal. Let me check my view history. See if I can find it.
The Googles.
While you're checking it out, Ganondorf, tell us what you thought of this movie. Or the trailer.
Well, the part where Thanos just punches Iron Man made me chuckle because it's like a dad coming to beat his son.
What kind of fucking childhood did you have?
Oh god, I'm having Vietnam flashbacks!
Aren't you like 10?
But yeah, Thanos does look really stupid. Like, for instance, Ganondorf doesn't need armor. He doesn't. He's just invulnerable to anything other than Master. But he wears it for intimidation.
Did he wear armor in Ocarina of Time, though?
Kind of. He wore leather armor. And he wore armor in Twilight Princess, but he didn't need to wear it. He just wore it for intimidation.
Ganondorf, can you do me a favor?
Yes?
Can you implore Luke to use the Force, please?
Luke, use the Force.
I need to hire you to narrate all of our Star Wars videos.
A long time ago. Galaxy far, far away.
You actually sound like... What's the guy from Spaceballs?
Dark Helmet?
There we go.
I kind of have a good voice to do that, but...
Evil will always triumph because good is done.
Yeah.
Evil will always triumph because good is done.
Yep. That's it.
That's your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Shit, I hate when my Schwartz gets twisted. All right. Jackson, what did you think of this trailer?
I thought it was okay. I mean, I'm impressed. I'm really excited to see it, but I don't know what's going to happen after Infinity War Part 1 and 2. Like, what's next?
Don't worry, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I didn't quite finish my thoughts. Could I?
Oh, good.
Okay.
Well, I'm not that big of a Marvel guy in general.
Neither am I.
I enjoy Dark Horse. I'm not a big comics guy in general, but I do enjoy Dark Horse quite a bit. And
I'm not a comic book reader either, but yeah, I get you.
Thanos just looks stupid. They should have put a helmet on him at least. Just covered the forehead. The forehead really gets to you.
If they had a helmet on him, he would look like Mega Man.
Looked good in the other. He looked good in the other.
He looks like a wrinkly nutsack. Let's just
Give
say it.
Thanos a hat.
He looks like Mega Man's wrinkly nutsack.
You know what's sad though is I feel like they're gonna drop the ball on something so stupid at the finish line. It's like, hey guys, you've been watching this shit for 10 years. Oops, we fucked up, and no one cares anymore. So
I can't stop laughing at that photo.
What'd you say?
I can't stop. I'm sorry.
I said that's you, Jackson. What'd you say?
Fucking kill me.
Oh, God. Shut up, Hulk.
Gladly.
But their
Kill yourself.
Their entire anthology relies on this film. It relies on it. If it fails, they're done. So.
Well, I know Nick wants them to fail because he's tired
Well,
of
this
shit.
isn't DC.
Well, see, here's the thing: whether it's good or not, I think people are going to be like, "All right, it's done," and they're not going to. A good portion of people are going to be like, "All right, I'm done with the movies. It's over with. It's good. I don't care if they have 112 more lined up for the next 100 years. I don't care."
Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of people are like, "This is the conclusion. This is the climax and the conclusion."
Am I the only one who just doesn't give a shit about the Marvel TV shows on Netflix or whatever?
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
did you watch The Punisher yet?
Yep, I'm just over halfway through. So
okay, that's the only one I'm interested in.
Yet.
It's all right. It's just
kind
of
slow.
slow.
To be that far. Yeah, I'm at the part where they're in the woods. Where the dude got hit with the arrow.
Yeah, I just passed that.
Yeah,
Does he get hit in the knee?
Yes, he gets hit in the knee and it sticks with him the entire game.
He was an adventurer.
Actually,
I got another point about Thanos really quick.
Yeah,
I don't remember in his other appearances him sounding so much like Josh Brolin. Hearing him in the trailer, I could just picture the actor. That's what he sounds like in every movie. And I don't remember it being that obvious when he was in Guardians and the other ones.
No,
do you think it's
roles,
because
he only had one or two lines?
But do you think it's because he's so visible that they don't want to obscure him? I'm with you. I think he should sound more like he did in the first one, or not the first one because he didn't talk. In the one where he goes, "I'll finish it myself," he sounded way cooler.
Yeah, and now he's just oh, that's the guy from No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, and he's going to be Cable first. No, not Cable. He'll be Cable second. My point is, I think they're so high on this whole, we got Josh Brolin thing. I think we're going to have another Ultron problem where it's hey, we have, what's this fucking face?
James Spader.
Yeah, Spader. Oh my god, we got James Spader. We don't want to obscure his voice too much because the audience loves him. No, we just wanted to see Ultron. If he had a cool voice, great. If he had an annoying voice, whatever. It's just James Spader in a fucking robot costume.
Yeah, I mean, Ultron could have been voiced by Danny Trejo. I still would have liked it.
That would have been fucking awesome.
Machete hate the Avengers.
I thought Ultron acted too humorous.
Yeah, that was the first Marvel movie where I went, "Oh, it's too funny."
Yeah, oh well.
The sad part for me is going back to watch all these movies, I'm just not into them as much anymore. It's just oh, you remember what you loved about this? Well, you don't anymore because you watched other shit. You're just burned out of the same.
Welcome to my world, sir.
Yeah, but here's the thing,
my
man.
thoughts when we're done.
Oh yeah, you're next.
All right. I've only seen a couple of these Marvel movies once, and I can barely remember them all. There's so many of them.
I think there's 19 at this point, or 18?
Yeah.
Maybe 17.
The only ones I can remember is Guardians of the Galaxy, because it's one of my favorites.
Now, tell me why it's one of your favorites, because every time someone says it to me, I just go, why?
Well, because it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's a little bit lighthearted than the others, and it took a bunch of characters from a Marvel comic that nobody gave a shit about, and then all of a sudden turned them into likable characters. I mean, I had no idea who these people were until this movie.
So pretty much every Marvel movie.
But does that make the movie good itself? I ask you that in a nice way. I don't want you to think I'm mad at you, because I hear that a lot, and I'm I knew just in a passing, with passing familiarity, who Rocket Raccoon and Star-Lord and Drax were. And I saw the movie and I enjoyed it, but I guess because it's so easily accessible. Maybe that's what I answered my own question. Dustin, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely.
Because we go back with Dion, back in college, we're sitting there with Civil War, your trade paperback, talking about, the moral quandary between Captain America and Iron Man and all this heavy shit. And they're finally given it to us in movies and we're excited, but then it's hey, a talking tree. Oh. And I just feel like it derails the whole story.
Yeah.
And
I'll have to admit that. I'll have to admit that Groot was distracting at times.
I don't think it's a bad movie by any stretch. I still don't think they've made a bad movie. I liked even Thor: The Dark World is fine enough. Like there are.
I
parts that
completely
make it just
forgot
fine.
about Thor: The Dark World. I completely forgot, except for the ending. All I remember is Loki dying. That's it. My memory of Thor: The Dark World is completely blank. I'm like, oh.
Well, Dion, you just proved his point. He doesn't even remember it. Well, now that Eric Ward is gone, he dropped from the call, listeners. We've covered our Avengers Infinity War trailer talk. So, real quick, Marvel has announced that there are 20 films that are going to follow the Infinity War sequel.
Just kill me now. Oh god.
Dion, you and I know about all these characters they're going to adapt. Are there any you're excited for, or do you even have the slightest bit of like, I could wait a little bit for more?
Who are they?
I'm at right now. I can definitely wait a little bit for more. I'm not as excited. Obviously, I'm super excited for Infinity War mainly because, this was what I was, ever since, they showed Thanos. I'm like, holy shit. So, this is, I'm about to nut right now. But after that, I'm open. I'm open to more Netflix stuff. I'm open to other movies. But yeah, I'm not going to be, shit in the bed waiting for it to come out for sure. I'm definitely the hot. This is the high. This is the climax. It's downhill. I definitely want to see more. But I'm not going to be anticipating who's going to play who and what's the story. And I can just go read the fucking comic books.
Yeah, 20 more films is just. Like, I know, I get it. We're gonna get 2 more Spider-Man movies.
Well, okay.
No!
This reminds me of like when the show Heroes came out and everybody loved it and it was really good. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna do 3 more seasons of this, and it was dog shit.
Well, that was they were coming up with shit off the cuff. They didn't have a fucking 10-year plan. They didn't have a fucking 6-month plan with Heroes. I think we can have a little bit more faith in Marvel after Infinity War than we can with the fucking NBC fucking not peeing on the floor.
True, very true.
Let's talk about that 20 number though. That's just MCU films. That's not counting the one a year that DC is going to put out, or the one every 2 years that they're putting out for X-Men, or the Deadpools, or if they do. So it's just complete saturation at this point. Like that 20 is probably a half or a third of what we're going to see in the next 10 or 15 years.
Not 3/5.
I thought it was 3/8.
We're in a post-racist WCBs. I've learned that the hard way. Okay,
it's come full circle though. It's okay.
Infinity War and Deadpool 2 are what I'm mostly looking forward to.
Yeah. Can you say something about the 20 films?
Yeah.
I feel if it makes sense and it doesn't go the route of the comics, it could work. But I just want it to end.
Well, it's not going to end at this film either. Remember, Avengers 4 is basically the second half of that. So, we're all getting to this point where we're fatigued and we're just ready for a conclusion. And then we're going to see the first 2 hours of it and then have to wait a full year to get the last 2 hours of it.
And they better leave you on a fucking amazing cliffhanger, because if that one leaves you on like a note, you're just going to be like, well, I don't give a fuck.
I will say, I have faith that they will find the right moment to end it, to get you hooked. They have the formula down. They're smart. They make billions.
Yeah, they're not going to deliver a shit movie. Because if I'm going on about how good the other ones have been, they're not going to, have the climax be lame. But I'm just worried that this one coming up, Infinity War, is going to be so much build for the finale that it's just going to be like, that movie didn't stand on its own.
It better not be all for nothing.
I just want one reference about the Thanos copter.
I think we all do. Okay. To be honest.
Phil,
for whatever reason, when you say Thanos copter, I just picture Meat Spin, but with a bunch of Thanoses just swinging the big around.
That is the first thing you'd go to.
You pictured Meat Spin.
Yeah.
And how quick you laugh at with your mouth.
With Black Panther and Infinity War, that will make 19 films. Ant-Man, Wasp, with Captain Marvel, and the next Infinity War. Plus the 20 films, there will be 42 total films.
Jesus Christ. I've seen like 35 films this year.
That's just the MCU. And Dion's got most of those on Blu-ray.
We have 3
Yep.
this year: Black Panther, Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I'm
And then-
excited for Ant-Man, though.
And then next year, Captain Marvel, Part 2 of Infinity War, and the Homecoming sequel.
No.
Well, yeah, they can keep Captain Marvel. Fuck her. She's not a good character. The only reason they're going to pop her in a movie is, hey, we got a female superhero film. Woo! It's like,
I think
nobody cares.
my guess is they're going to make her a
Agendas.
dyke.
They will, because that's what
They
they did in the
probably will.
comic. Push this fucking agenda shit.
Yeah,
No,
give-
my
give
point is
Kennedy
because
her-
Kevin, was it Feige?
I
Is that
want
how
to
it's
read
pronounced?
Marvel comics, but ever since they went to this political agenda, SJW bullshit, I kind of don't want to. Like, I had a small interest, but gone.
Well,
You can
I
still read
don't.
the classics.
Yeah.
But what I was saying about Kevin Feige, he was talking about how he regrets that it didn't come out before Wonder Woman. So I have that in my head, and then I have where there was that big push when Wonder Woman came out to make her fucking a dyke. So I can definitely see Marvel going, oh well, we couldn't get there first, but we can have the first lesbian character.
You know
Wonder
what's going
Woman
to
was
be
a
funny,
great
though,
film.
is they're going to... here's one thing that people don't like to hear, but maybe in America, where they think everyone's so progressive, other parts of the world don't care. They don't like gay people, they kill them. In China, that movie won't come out if she's openly gay, because they put the kibosh on other political shit because it doesn't gel with their way of life. So I'll be interested to see if Marvel will go that far, if they're going to pull an Iron Man 3 where they put other shit in there so it doesn't offend the Chinese sensibilities.
Do you about to say
understand
Jap?
that.
Because they
Yeah,
all
what
want
is
that
that? I was
billion-dollar Chinese money.
I was going to say
Big
Japanese sensibilities, but then again, they like tentacle porn and all that weird shit. So
Say figures. My first show
I've
back, and you're
seen-
already taking digs.
I've seen so many weird shit in hentai. I
well,
cannot
that's a
go
topic for
unseen.
another. That is another podcast.
Yeah, we're not
That-
touching
That's your problem.
That's for
Yeah.
episode
It's
1088.
all of our problems.
Yeah, you can come back for episode 1,000,000 with that one. The whole episode will just be you talking about your porn fetish.
Nah.
And
That'll be the
Marvel
first.
film.
That'll be the first episode I skip.
Fuck it, Vince.
Yeah, you
Skim it like Eddie.
Immortal. Brian,
Sir.
20 more films. You might live to see them all. What do you think?
I'll be 70. It's one a year?
That's
Three
like
a year,
at this
roughly.
point, yeah.
Okay.
So 20 more years?
Well,
Well,
Jesus.
they're not 20 more years.
it's three a year. It's only about
Yeah,
7.
it's 7. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
count. I thought it was 60 films. I was like, 3, yeah, that's good.
Still a
Well, if
lot.
they make him for 20 years, I'm not going to see him in my 70s. But
And like Dustin said, not to mention the X-Men films, Deadpool spin-offs, DC.
That fucking New Mutants movie looks interesting enough, but that isn't going to spawn another franchise.
No,
X-Men
it's
movies
not.
have a stink on them.
no,
Yeah,
and
but
X-Men just
They
can't
just
get
won't
out
let
of
X-Men go.
No,
Yeah.
it's been how long? Over a decade since they've
17
had
years?
made X. Yeah,
And
Yeah.
they haven't
Well-
made a good film in how long?
Well,
Other
do we
than
count
Logan.
Logan? Because
Logan's a great film.
It's an X-Men movie.
Yeah, I think if they go back to standalone movies that have maybe some interweaving, I know DC has announced they might do something like that. It might pique my interest enough, but 3 a year is going to overburn me out. I mean,
Yeah. I agree, and they need to really go back to like the one every like 18 months. Do that, and everybody will be fine. If you do this shit now, where it's 3 or 4 a year, we're all gonna fucking shoot ourselves, especially me.
But
Nick,
Nick,
what would you rather? Nick,
It's
what would you rather
Disney.
have?
They won't do that.
Would you rather have 3 superhero movies a year or 3 Star Wars movies a year, Nick? Gun to your head, you have to pick
Three
one or the other.
superhero
Close to your
movies a
balls.
year. I cannot take 3 Star Wars movies a year.
Okay,
So are
wait,
you
no,
trying to
hold
kill
on.
Nick?
You said gun to my head. I which one?
Pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just pull the trigger, and I won't have to watch any of them. That's how I see it.
Well, so don't
Fine,
don't
gun to
do
your
it.
balls. Gun to your balls.
Yeah.
You'll live, you just won't want to.
Well, I mean, I'll
Jesus.
bleed out, but whatever.
No, we'll keep you
You've got
alive.
medical attention standing by.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kendo.
What if it's
Hey,
Turkey
dude,
Man last
You are the last standing Simone. We have to keep you around.
Even if you
We're
don't
only
want
going to
to.
wound you.
Oh,
Water,
jeez.
water torture. Waterboard him.
Okay, Phil. Okay.
Motorboat him.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Suck his
That got weird.
penis. Oh,
We'll make a sequel to Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo.
Chalk meat sandwiches?
That already happened.
I'm so glad my phone cut out at that joke.
Phil. In case you didn't know, they made a third movie as well. It's called Harold and Kumar Do Christmas. I don't know if you know, but I'm just telling you now.
How about they did?
Christmas too.
It was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Trejo was in full circle.
I didn't know they wasted their time on a third Harold and Kumar movie.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Harold and Kumar's great.
Jeff, you never specified if they had to be new movies. You never specified that they had to be Disney movies.
Yes, they have to be new Disney Star Wars films with the same sensibilities as The Force Awakens, or
run by Kennedy.
Oh, damn!
I choose option C. Find a way to kill myself.
Anyways, that question.
I already decided not to spend any money on any of the Disney movies from here on out.
God thanks you.
I've been buying the EU books.
I am
instead of
God.
watching these movies.
Yeah, I mean, and that's also the thing is, I mean, look what happened with EA. People stopped, totally protested their stuff and stopped buying their game, and now the stock price is plummeting.
Yeah, they lost $3 billion, I think.
It's not stopped. There is more stuff happening every single fucking day with EA and Battlefront 2. I swear to God.
Yeah, but
what's going on now after the $3 billion?
The difference with that is EA did something wrong. Disney's not going to do anything until they do something wrong. So EA fucked up and was like, "Hey, you have to pay to get better." It's not going to be until Marvel shits the bed or Disney does something really fucked up in terms of the movies until people go like, "Oh my God, I'm not putting money down." They're pretty far off from really shooting themselves in the dick.
Where are the sex allegations for Disney? Goddammit, we need them.
They're going to buy anyone off.
Well, we heard of John Lasseter from, Pixar.
Yeah, but John Lasseter wasn't, fucking anybody. He, gave inappropriate hugs or was just kind of weird, so...
Yeah.
You don't grab their ass when you hug them?
Could you imagine people in full Disney character costumes doing that in Disneyland? Oh, they'd get so fired.
Huge scandal. Walt Disney is still alive, and he's touching kids in the Magic Kingdom.
He's showing them
Can you write us an Onion article, Phil?
Hell, I'd believe it.
He's like, I'm Mickey Mouse, motherfucker.
So yeah, he's showing them what the magic really is all about.
Wow!
It wasn't funny the first
magic
time.
wand, right?
Yeah.
Shut up, Jenny.
Yes, said that naughty thing.
I'll show
right,
you
guys,
the
let's,
Incredibles Part 2.
Hey, let's reel this back in because we're going off the rails. Kendo?
Yes.
20 more films? Yay? Nay? Bleh?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Who else have I not asked?
Me.
Anybody?
I haven't been asked.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
Well, I think everyone pretty much has already said what I want to say. Exhausting. Completely exhausting. And pointless, and I don't care about most of these characters that enough.
Yeah.
I think you're pushing too far. You're trying to get money and money.
Yeah.
Money.
It's coming where Disney just doesn't give a fuck about anything anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if they still make money, they'll just continue making it until it is 60 movies.
It's basically beat the horse over
until it's literally dust.
The perfect song is Wales. The money, motherfucker.
Let me put it a different way. It's like when you get a hotel room for yourself and binge on Adderall for a weekend, and you masturbate 6 times in 2 hours and 40 minutes. And yeah, a little cum still comes out, but man, does it have the weirdest burning sensation.
Oh my God, that's so
I think you're the only one who has experienced that.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
I would agree with Nick on the point.
It sounds like some serious chafing you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would agree
it's
with
not
Nick
your normal
on the point
chafing.
that
It's
if
like
they
the burning
spaced
is
it out-
inside.
That's
That's because I
You have gonorrhea,
last month
dude.
I had no, not gonorrhea. I had tonsil surgery.
I wasn't talking to you!
Sorry.
You're not the one going on about your burning dick! Oh, I got top surgery. My dick doesn't burn though.
That's always a positive.
Oh
Talk
god.
about rubbing it raw.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this train a rolling. So, who here saw the Justice League? Just say aye.
Aye.
Nay.
All right,
20 times because I work at a movie theater.
I did
Send
not.
me free tickets.
I
Well,
thought it
that's
was
not what I asked,
okay. Not good, not bad, but just, somewhere in the middle.
I think he asked if you saw it or not what we thought about it.
That's fine though. Dustin, what'd you think of it though?
The first third, I considered walking out. The first third of it, I considered walking out for some reason. I just thought, why am I in this theater watching this movie? I have really no interest in being here other than the hype. And then something changed, and I don't know what it was, but there came a point where I became invested in the characters, and I actually enjoyed it. And as much as it is a generic plot and stuff, there were small moments between the characters that really, I don't know, I felt good when I walked out, and I didn't expect that.
Those were Joss Whedon moments.
I don't know if it's Joss Whedon moments. I really don't like his style. Honestly, he's one of my least favorite directors.
Yeah, and he's kind of pro-feminist.
When we talk about directors, I don't even think of him as a director. I just think of him as some weird white dude that's always been involved with entertainment, and I don't like 90% of what he's made.
Oh,
the
he's
first
friends,
Avengers movie, it was great, and that was about it.
He's friends with fucking Anita Sarkeesian.
Well, we don't talk politics on this show. She's shit, though.
Yeah.
But I don't like Buffy and Angel and whatever else he's fucking made.
Did he do Firefly? Was he the idiot that did that show?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't like his brand of humor. I think he's one of those guys that is like too much. Like
Firefly's overrated.
Calm down, Lime Green Hulk.
Well, he is the Hulk. But my point is, I don't know what director created those moments for me, but they were unexpected and very much appreciated.
Probably
when you talked about leaving happy, I was just like, when am I going to hate this movie? I kept waiting for it to suck,
Me too, Jeff. Me too. I was like,
they were heavy-handed at the beginning. Like there was 4 times I counted in the first 20 minutes where they make reference to a world without Superman and how hopeless it is. And I'm like, I get it. You could say it twice and I would understand the motif. Like, they kept touching on it, which was a little much. But eventually they dropped that and it just got good.
Is anybody going to mention the CG Superman face? Where they had to cover up his face in order to shoot the movie. They had to cover up his beard.
It was mentioned substantially on a episode of this podcast.
I wanted to kill myself when I saw his face.
There was one thing that I wish they would have done differently, and I loved the opening of the movie with the handheld camera, and they asked Superman, "What's your favorite part of humanity?" And then I was expecting a bookend at the very end to have his answer, and they never said it, and I kind of wonder why that is. I would have loved to have heard his actual response.
You would have rather had that instead of him embracing the Flash in the ultimate fan service moment?
I enjoyed that too. That was another one of those moments that just I like that. But I wish they would have ended the way they started, I guess is what I'm saying.
No, I understand completely. I was just taking the piss out of you.
I think the reason they did it is because any answer that he would have given would have been right and wrong. It would have been like, oh, it's great, then the other half would have been like, oh, it sucked, and that's why they just didn't do anything.
Well, to me, his answer, without him saying it, is Lois Lane. Like, that's the reason in Batman vs. Superman he did what he did. That's the reason why when he was resurrected, he didn't fucking annihilate everyone. It seems like his appreciation for humanity begins and ends with Lois Lane.
Yeah.
And I don't like that either, because he grew up on Earth. It's not like he just showed up a month ago and he's like, "Ooh, pretty, I like her." He's a little kid here on Earth. He's as normal. He knows the same things as everyone else. Like, he probably had a Nintendo and watched cartoons and ate cereal and did everything little kids do. Yeah, he was fucking super strong, but he did have those moments. To make him so removed from humanity and the normalcy of everyday American life kind of isn't the point of Superman at this point.
It's Zach Wheaton wanting to make him like Dr. Manhattan, man.
Zach Wheaton?
No, he meant Josh Snyder.
Zach Wheaton?
Oh.
Josh Snyder.
That's my favorite.
Josh Snyder. Thanks there, Curtis.
Okay, well, Justice League isn't doing too hot, which kind of sucks. I just wanted you guys to know that there's a petition out there.
Oh, I've heard.
100,000 plus people want a Snyderized cut of the Justice League. So I know we've already had a Snyderized cut of the DCEU, and it fucking sucked. So to the guy from South America who made that petition and got 160,000 people to sign your stupid petition.
Fuck yourself.
Didn't they have to cut like?
Go back to picking bananas and coffee, motherfucker, and leave the petition to us.
Didn't they have to cut like? Wasn't it supposed to be 2 hours long?
3
The
hours.
movie is 2 hours long.
Warner Brothers wanted a 2-hour cut.
Now, here's the article I'd read that, with that petition out there, it's still highly unlikely because supposedly it would cost millions of dollars to finish up the scenes from Zack's. And so there probably is a 0% chance we're going to get his true director's cut.
Yeah, we're not.
We already have a Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. It's called BVS.
No, we don't. It's a different movie.
Plus, they would lose a lot more money than they already have right now. It wouldn't make financial sense if they actually did the Zack Snyder cut.
It's not going to happen. The people can petition all they want. It's not going to happen.
What I would like to know is if it was his or Josh Whedon's moments that I liked, because there was definitely things that I hated and things that I liked, and I want to know who was who.
Well, Dustin, do me a favor. Tell me a point that you hated, and I'll try my best to answer. Because
the first third of the movie, the whole thing where Batman's chasing the scout.
I guarantee you that would all be Joss Whedon.
Okay, yeah, that just was garbage. I literally was like, should I walk out or not?
Because do you remember in Batman vs. Superman when Batman showed up in that warehouse and beat the shit out of those dudes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why would he all of a sudden switch over to like, I'm going to leave you just tied up on this roof and actually talk to you? If it was BVS, he would have knocked his teeth out and be like, shut up, punk.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point.
And there's a major mistake in the movie.
What's that?
Well, those parademons, they feed off of fear, right? They sense it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why didn't they attack the Flash when they were first confronting Steppenwolf, when he was interrogating all those people? Flash was like freaking out, and he was all upset, and he's like, oh my god, I can't do this.
Because plot.
Yeah. The script didn't fall for it.
It was wrong.
Dustin, the part that always stood out to me is when Batman got dropped by Superman and was it Gotham City downtown? He's like, "Oh, I think I'm bleeding" or something. That was a Joss Whedon moment, and that
because DC don't care.
Yeah, you know what? Someone else I know, one of my friends, watched it, and the one thing he didn't like was that he goes, "That doesn't make sense for Batman to say." He goes, "Batman's always a badass. Why would he say that?"
Because Joss Whedon was... The thing is, Joss Whedon was brought in because the Avengers made more money than God. So, of course, they're going to bring in the guy that's attached to that, because his name's going to bring in everybody, not, the 4 years of previous bill. That doesn't matter. Oh, Joss Whedon's involved. It's going to be good. No. Now, like I said, I'm with you. I thought it was better than it had the right to be, and I left feeling pretty happy.
Yeah.
But the build-up was fucking garbage.
It was better than Batman v Superman.
Yes.
And there was only one shot of Wonder Woman's ass, and it wasn't that flattering, and I was very upset.
Yeah.
It's where she was sliding in the bank or whatever, and they kind of slow-mo just a little, but she had like a guinea pig's ass. You guys ever seen a guinea pig's ass?
No, we don't.
No, I don't necessarily go looking for that.
Not up close, no.
Well, Google it, and when you watch that one scene where they show cheeks, that's what it looks like.
We'll take your word for it, man. We trust your opinion.
Dude, there was another spot where you could see her ass when they were hanging on that fucking thing, crawling down the tunnel and panned up. If you caught it just right, you can see fucking bottom butt right there.
I don't believe it because my pervdar would have gone off.
I know what I saw. I watched it twice.
Well, my thing is, Gal Gadot, we have seen her in a bikini in Fast and Furious 6 or 7. She's
that was
not
her?
much of a body. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
She's all pretty face, and her body's just a twig. So there was never going to be much of Wonder Woman's body. I mean, I know Brian Lape can't stand to look at her traps and her delts and her lats and all those other... Her quads are too fucking puny. He can't stand anything.
Hasn't everybody made fun of Wonder Woman's tits in the animated shows?
Wonder Woman's tits?
Yeah, there's a Robot Chicken skit, I think, where everybody was making fun of her tits or something. I can't remember.
Oh, that would be on Robot Chicken for sure, but definitely not in the Justice League cartoon. People would have been up in arms back before people got up in arms over everything.
Yeah, exactly.
They would have actually,
Up
they would
in
have
arms
actually,
meant something.
Yeah.
yeah, they would actually like
Speaking of
put pen to
robots.
paper and written letters and shit.
Yeah, someone's getting beat up.
There was a
What were you saying about
video.
Robot Chicken?
There was a video I watched from Star Wars Only, and he said another reason why Disney bought Star Wars is bad because, well, we're never going to get another parody of Robot Chicken in Star Wars. We're never going to see another Family Guy of The Force Awakens or Rogue One.
Who cares?
Because, well, they were
Well, you know what?
funny.
You brought up Star Wars. It comes out in what, 14 days, 15 days, or something.
15 days. 15 days.
I don't want to watch that stupid fucking movie.
I don't
Neither
either.
do I.
But we have to. We have to.
Can we bypass the trilogy?
You guys can, and you can just listen to our review. How's that? That'll work.
Emotionally good.
Sadly, I can't because I work at a goddamn movie theater.
Hey, does you work in a movie
Stop
theater?
Yelling in the microphone.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
sound
yelling,
like
dumbass.
Phil, take
Take
your
it away from your
insulin.
mouth, faggot.
Kill
Turn
yourself.
down your game.
Phil, this is why you got kicked off the show.
And it was a good thing.
Oh.
All right. Well, this is devolving into horse shit. Let's keep this train rolling. Kendo,
Yo,
let's go on with you, man.
like in life in general, or I mean,
What are we
Yeah, so what'd you
talking
do
about?
this morning? What'd you have for breakfast? Have you had any beer? No, the fucking news.
oh, yeah.
Get with the program, man.
Well, he said, "What's going on?" I mean, I didn't know what he was getting at. I mean, does he want to know
What's
about
going on in the world
market?
of news?
Let's see. I got a couple of news articles. The first one: Barnes and Noble is losing money. Sales fell 8% and losses soared so far this year. Does anybody have an idea what they're blaming this on? Jeff.
Yeah.
I said Jeff.
I have no clue. The internet?
No, they're blaming it on the fact that there's no Harry Potter book coming out this year. No, this is seriously from the fucking
Oh my god.
News Network's money report. I'm reading it, and it's the headline is Barnes and Noble losses, blame it on Harry Potter. So it's pretty much an article about how stocks are down 10%, and the shares are 37% down so far for the year, which is bad. And that losses are high, and that the sales are going down, and it all comes down to the fact that there's no Harry Potter book coming out this year. That's
God damn
what
it,
Barnes
Jimmy.
and Noble says is why they're losing money.
People still read?
Well, I have a solution for Barnes and Noble, Jeff. If you
I bought what, 20 books this year?
no,
If your book consumption could save the industry, we'd have a much smarter society. But
Yeah.
I'm afraid that's
Wow.
not,
Well, Kendo, what was your game plan? How are you going to save him?
it's easy. We take our recordings of My Immortal. We offered an audiobook, a special video series, or we could write out the manuscript ourselves and sell it in like a combo pack.
That sounds fantastic.
We will single-handedly save Barnes and Noble.
Hell, I'd buy it.
I don't get why there's so much other merchandise. Like, seriously, they're like toys and like.
For My Immortal?
and it's all overpriced too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I went to when we were out doing Black Friday shit the other day. We went into a Barnes and Noble, and all their books, like we were like looking at the movie section. Their Blu-rays are all at least $5 to $10 more expensive than everybody else's.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Their books are. There rarely ever do they have a book sale. And they
I know.
just shitloads of Funko Pops, and everybody knows that bubble's bursting as we speak. They are this new generation's Beanie Babies. And no, seriously,
I only own like 2, but whatever.
yeah. So like that's, I mean, there was hardly anybody in there, and it was Friday night, and yeah, it was just like, wow, this is probably why they're losing money. No, I was wrong. It's Harry Potter. They're all Harry Potter books.
No, me and Jeff have done conventions where, like, we've seen whole booths of just Funko Pop, like 3 like sides of Funko Pop, and like none of like a handful will sell, and they have to haul all that shit back home, and it's hilarious.
Well, the thing is, they make a Funko Pop of fucking everything.
They do.
Bob Ross has got his own Funko Pop.
He does.
And I'm not joking. I'm not saying it lightly. He really fucking does. I bought it.
Yeah, my buddy Brandon the other night bought a.
I'm
Kirk
predicting
Hammett
it right
Funko
now. I'm predicting right now. Alex Jones will get his own Funko Pop.
I went to a fucking Barnes & Noble, and I was going to buy a Blu-ray, overpriced by at least $10, like was mentioned. And the fucking guy with the one arm and the ponytail who works there came up and told me to just, they're on Hulu. You don't need to buy it here. The whole Criterion collection's on Hulu.
No, it's not. It used to be. It's not anymore.
Oh, yeah, thank you, because when I fucking got home, where was it? Not on fucking Hulu.
No.
Oh my god, what an idiot.
The Criterion collection got pulled from Hulu because they wanted to make their own channel, and that's what happens. And then they're like, oh, we'll charge $10 a month and you can watch all the cool shit.
My point is, this motherfucker could have landed a $40 sale and instead lied to me and talked me out of that money. So
he wasn't going to see a dime of that. So
yeah, he probably lost his arm working for Barnes & Noble and he's just pissed.
in the great Harry Potter book wars.
I thought you were just making that up, that he only had one arm.
No, legitimately, it's kind of sad. I always look at it accidentally. I go there a lot.
I now have second thoughts of working at Barnes & Noble now. Thank you very much for this. I was like, you know what? I might work there just to read books and, do stuff. But nope.
Not a good career choice at this point.
Yeah, really?
Nope. You get a really big paper cut and lose your one arm. All right, Kendo, what else you got? Let's keep this train rolling.
Let's see. We don't talk about games and that type of shit very often. However, this did catch my eye. It's from Fortune. It says that Fortune, not 4chan.
Oh, okay.
When Mario Odyssey came out, it was selling its opening weekend 463 copies per minute. Some of us have indulged ourselves in a Switch and played Zelda, and Zelda was moving like hotcakes, but Mario Odyssey was outselling Zelda. It was outpacing it easily, and it says that Super Mario Odyssey had exceeded 2 million units worldwide in just the first 3 days of it being out. So
nice.
Cool. I can't wait. I can't wait to play that game. I'm getting it this Christmas.
I've played it for all about 15 minutes. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely it's a big departure from classic Mario type shit, and I didn't realize it was selling as much as it did. It's easily going to top 1.1 billion units by the end of the year.
Probably.
Impressive, dude. Nintendo never ceases to amaze me.
But the thing about it is also what really there was another article I saw the headline, but I didn't read it. I was more interested in the numbers, and it was like Super Mario Odyssey could be saving the Switch. So if they're selling as many copies of it as they're claiming, then could the Switch be getting saved? I personally don't know yet, just because what else is out there on the Switch?
Personally, I bought a Switch for my kids for Christmas.
Wolfenstein, a new Colossus, a brand new game on the go.
What were you saying, Dustin?
It said I personally bought a Switch for my kids for Christmas because of Mario Odyssey. They're in that Mario phase, and that game alone sold me on the count. I actually texted Jeff and asked him if it was worth it, and we talked about it, and I took a suggestion, but that was driven by Mario Odyssey and the hype around that.
Dude, they should have a lot of fun. I picked it up like a week or so ago, and I played it, like I was telling Jeff, literally for maybe 20 minutes during Thanksgiving, and just killing some time waiting to eat, and I was having a fucking blast with it. It's nothing like regular. It's kind of like if you remember Mario 64.
And Mario Sunshine.
But not linear.
Okay.
So it's not like you start here and you have to go here. You kind of can explore a little bit. It's like that at the beginning levels area when you have to like go through and like just unlock to where you can get to like the big open area, but it's a lot of fun. I had a good time playing it.
So it's like Grand Theft Auto, but with Mario characters.
You can control a fucking T-Rex.
Yeah,
what's not to like?
Yes, I think so. And you can beat people with your hat. Well, throw it at me.
Well, Phil, you're the expert on that game. What do you think of it?
It's a fantastic game. I've probably put 20, 30 hours into it, and I haven't even done half the stuff that there is to do in the game.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really fun. It'll suck your life away. It's one of those kind of games. Once you pick it up, you don't want to put it down.
And you can't die in it, right?
What's that?
you can't die in it, right? Like there's no like game over.
No, like what it does for the lives, you collect the gold coins throughout the game. Every time you die or fall off a cliff or something, it takes away 10 coins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have a heart meter. It just makes the bosses more difficult.
Okay.
And coins are everywhere. Like, you use your hat, you flip on switches and stuff, it gives you coin, you break boxes, break little posters on walls and stuff, and you get 10, 20, 30 coins at a time. Like, and just the beginning level, I think I walked out with like 250 coins.
Yeah, you max out at 10,000 coins, and I'd probably spend it 5-10 times over.
Okay, because my wife, when she was doing research about the game, she really liked it because you couldn't have a game over, and my second son, he's a little talentless bitch boy, and when he dies in a game, he gets so discouraged. So,
is this Praxis?
No, that's the other shitty named one, Cohen. What other news do we got, Kendo?
I have one more piece of news, and I'm just going to call it my Jeff story of the week because I know he loves this movie. We've wanted it. We've been talking about it. We've been asking for it. It is finally getting its date set for its Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah!
January 9th of 2018. The DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever will be released. So, Nick, you can watch it on your big, beautiful 83-inch ultra-high-definition 4K TV.
That's the one this year.
And if you can't wait till January 9th, it is available on digital HD format from Amazon and iTunes on December 19th.
Fukia.
So,
Nice.
Doesn't it?
Part 1.
Doesn't it sound dumb though to not put it out for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a terrible idea. I mean, I get why they're putting it out on digital before Christmas because, I mean, nothing says Happy Holidays than watching a clown fucking massacre children. I mean, that's why John Wayne Gacy stories.
I love its marketing.
So,
Tis the season, Georgie.
Yeah.
Hey, Silent Night, Deadly Night, right? Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Garbage Day.
God damn it, Jeff! I was just gonna say Garbage Day.
So,
Did you know there's a blowjob scene in the book?
Yeah, there's a whole orgy.
There's
that
a child orgy as well.
Yep.
What does Pennywise get dome for everybody or what?
No. Eddie.
now the chick
Eddie,
bangs all the
Eddie
boys.
gets offered the first one. Eddie gets
They didn't
offered.
mean to actually explain it,
blowjob for
motherfucker.
free. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this episode. Woo.
Rhetorical
Anyway,
question,
Dustin,
Farley.
close us out with the news.
Sorry, I'm not used to this.
I'm gonna fly through really quick. I got 3 major ones. But first, Hellboy's release date, January 11th, 2019. Mindhunter Season 2 got renewed. There's a Mario serial coming out December 11th of this year.
Oh, shit.
Mario's.
Let me see. Yep. Supposedly,
God damn it, Loudy.
Disney started re-engaging in talks to buy Fox again. The idea is that Fox is going to keep sports and news, and then TV and film is going to go to Disney.
Alien series will be fucking dead if that happens.
Yep. Fortnite. I don't know if you guys have played that game. The publisher sued a 14-year-old, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill's a douchebag who I wouldn't like in real life. Bill Goldberg's going to appear on The Flash. They released the synapses for Glass, which is the sequel to both Unbreakable and Split. And it's following the conclusion of Split. Glass finds Dunn. What?
I didn't know that Split was part of a series. That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you not watch the movie?
No, I did. I just didn't know that.
Well, don't tell me about it because I bought it on Blu-ray just to watch it. I missed it in theaters.
Fantastic.
Bring it over. I haven't seen it.
Good
either.
movie. Good movie.
Hey, let me know when you guys are viewing it, because I'll come over and watch it too.
You're not invited.
And then the last of my quick news blips is that Predator, the new the reboot directed by Shane Black, is going to be a comedy.
Goody.
God damn it.
No!
Wow, they fucked that one up already.
God damn it.
So
Well,
I'm just going to do
talk
one
about
big
that
piece
Fox-
of news, and that's Daisy Ridley, in an interview with Vanity Fair, reiterated multiple times that after episode 9, she is done with the franchise. She said at first she wasn't sure. She said at first she wasn't sure what she was getting into, but she joined the film not because she had read the script, but because there was a lot of nice people working on it. She was quoted saying.
Fuck you.
And then the interviewer kept saying, "So are you not coming back after episode 9?" She said, No. I'm doing 3 movies. I'm going to round out the character, and that's it.
Well, that's the first good news I've heard all night.
My dreams have come true.
But let's take that into account. let's read into that, though, Dustin Moore. The new trilogy was never even going to have her in it.
Huh. Yeah, that's right.
So I think she's kind of drawn some attention to herself, but in reality, it's like, oh, well, you weren't going to be in it anyway, so thanks?
Here's the thing. I would come on her perfect face. Don't get me wrong. But the more interviews I see with her, she just seems like just an idiot. She just seems like a dumb person.
Oh, did you have to wait for the interviews for that? Holy shit!
Dustin,
wow.
Dustin, she's an yeah, dude. She's an actress. They're not known for their intelligence, there, buddy.
These are the WCBS things I like hearing because I thought you guys had gone soft. Sexism is still alive. I love it.
It's not because she's a woman. It's because I watched the movie that she was in. And hey, Daisy, you're scared. Daisy, good, no, great. You're excited. No, that's great. That's great. Daisy, you're surprised. Oh, someone get her a fucking costume.
Daisy, you're having an orgasm.
She sucks in more.
She's literally just like fucking Kirsten Stewart, because where Kirsten Stewart lacks emotion, this bitch only has one fucking emotion.
Yeah, she sucked in Murder at the Orient Express.
Okay, have you guys seen Murder on the Orient, by the way?
I did.
No, but I want to see it. It looks really good.
It's really fucking good.
I've seen.
So you recommend it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if your guys' theaters are like this. My theaters, they just put in recliners. So
ours have those here.
Mine. Yeah. I'm in Sunatopia. That's pretty nice theater.
Yeah, so I got really high and just went and laid down and watched Murder on the Orient, and it was fucking awesome.
They ruined the AMC.
That doesn't really say anything about that, but all right.
I'm about to say, maybe you weren't paying that close attention.
No, like there was I don't know. The cinematography is superb, and the main actor.
Did you see the Dragon and the Unicorn? Did you see the Dragon and the Unicorn?
No.
Okay, well then I don't know what to tell you.
Same director?
Same director.
Okay.
Ridley Scott didn't direct it. He was. I don't believe so.
No, the guy who played the detective directed it.
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh. He directed Thor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's in Wild Wild West. He's the fucking Loveless guy with the spider legs.
Yeah. I do remember hearing that one of the coworkers actually wanted to be in a Star Wars film.
Test your chest, Loveless.
Can't stand the heat, then get out the wild
Wicked.
And then I have one more piece of news that I would be remiss if I didn't mention. And that is that the latest episode of The Walking Dead drew the lowest ratings in the show's in the past 6 years of the show. The last time the ratings were this low was episode 6 of season 2.
Wow.
Yeah,
I heard because of the fucking rocket launcher.
What?
Never mind.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Apparently, like the effects of the rocket launcher on this scene were so bad. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. They were so bad that it was just like everyone's like, all right, that's it. Like they jumped the shark or something. I was like, people, what the fuck?
The scene was stupid. It was
the whole show was stupid.
Michonne and the Mexican girl, they're walking in this warehouse and they find two guys, and they don't have guns.
What?
And the one guy's trying to get away, and she finds a fucking RPG. She picks it up and she aims it at him, and the guy's like, "You ain't gonna pull the trigger, sweetheart." And she fucking pulls the trigger, and she's like fucking 10 feet away, and shoots it right into his chest.
Oh my god!
It was, the fire looked cool, but like the red mist was terrible.
I need to see this.
Well, going back to
I will see that just for that scene.
Going back to Dustin's story, I know we had said something on a few weeks ago about how The Walking Dead, like the season premiere, was the lowest of any of them so far. So to have him reinforce the fact that the ratings have just been going down and down and down all season, just maybe the show's finally coming to an end. Maybe.
God, I hope so. I really hope so.
I really hope that they find a cure and, happily ever after the end. Done.
Dustin, did it say what episode this one was? I didn't catch it.
I have a link for it. You guys talk really quick.
6, I believe.
It's probably 6 or 7 because it would be like it's probably almost like the mid-season finale or something like that until next year or whatever. I don't even know how they do the damn things anymore.
They usually start in October, and then I think they take a hiatus after 8 episodes or 10 episodes until like February or some shit like that.
There's 2 episodes left this year, and then they pick up usually in February. Last year it was on Valentine's Day.
Of course it was.
So essentially, the ratings were shitty at the beginning, and they've just gotten shittier as time has gone on this season.
Pretty much.
I found the scene.
Yeah, because when you have a show about people just walking around, I mean, yeah, it gets really boring really fucking quick.
3 movies of people walking around doing fucking nothing.
Well, this season's a little different. It's about a war between the good people and the bad people.
We've already had so many wars.
Oh, you mean like at the prison that already happened?
Well, they finally introduced a character that people wanted to see.
Negan.
Oh, you mean 6 seasons into the show after everyone got bored with it?
Yeah.
Right, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan...
Excuse me.
He's doing a phenomenal job.
Javier Bardem Morgan.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Did you say Deborah Dean Morgan?
You're right, Phil.
All right, well, we'll talk about The Walking Dead later on, episode
Or
101.
not.
But yeah, or not. But fans that are on the show, friends of World Class Bullshitters, real quick before you guys go, I want to ask you, how did you find our show? Brian, we know you found us through The Force Awakens, and we've actually met, so we've had this discussion in person. I was drunk on a bottle of wine and trying to, maintain the good name of World Class Bullshitters and not be completely belligerent in front of you. That didn't work. But Lime Green Hulk, how did you find us?
Well, in around the summer, I'm just going to say it shortly, I found the My Immortal episode, got addicted ever since.
I can't believe that episode got somebody to subscribe to our channel.
That's outstanding.
I hate those episodes so much.
I fucking love them.
I got a headache from laughing so hard the first time.
That's why I like them.
Motherfuckers doing.
Those are great.
The fucking troll chapter was amazing.
Ganondorf, how'd you find our channel, man?
Through Dumbledore.
Yeah, Force Awakens just came across the video searching through. I was kind of angry at Star Wars and just looking for venting, basically.
Ganondorf
believe
smash.
me, you heard how angry I was. It was even worse off air, but I have to maintain some sort of professionalism once we hit record. Believe me, I can't scream fuck for 25 minutes. People won't listen. Well, some people will. Jackson Ritchie, our good friend, how did you find the channel?
Same as the others. During the summer, I was looking up, Star Wars is dead, because, I'm pretty fucking angry at what Disney's doing. And I find this one video about the merchandise and the brand just all sitting on the shelves in multiple stores. I'm like, there it is. That is actual evidence that the merchandise and the brand is dead. And I followed you guys ever since.
Well, thank you. The funny thing about that video is it has the most views of anything on the channel. It's got the most thumbs down, but it also has the most thumbs up. It's a very divisive video. But the thing is, people just don't like to hear that their favorite thing isn't what it used to be.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I talk to people. Hell, all this shit from The Last Jedi is already on clearance. Dion, real quick. Dion, did you know that Alfonso Ribeiro is the host of America's Funniest Home Videos?
Yeah. I did, and
I didn't.
I didn't know that.
See, if I'd have known that you didn't know, I actually was going to text you and be like, hey, I'm watching Alfonso Rivera on America's Funniest Home Videos. But I didn't because I thought you already knew. I'm a shitty fucking friend for not doing that because I literally was like, the one person. One fucking person who would laugh at this as hard as I am is fucking Jeff, and I fucked up, man. That was my bad.
Disney Christmas.
They rebooted it a few years ago, and he was they brought him in as the host.
I think Tom Bergeron, his wife died or got cancer or something, and he's like, well, I want to do less stuff, and they're like, well, you need to still do Dancing with the Stars, and he's like, okay, well then I quit AAFE.
Oh.
So,
I wish it was a cooler story. Like, hey, Carlton needed a job, so he kind of danced his way in. And
he was hosting Some game show on the Game Show Network. My mom used to watch it all the time.
Catch 22, where it's a card game.
Yeah.
Or Catch 21. Catch 21. Sorry. I watch it all the time. It's on here in the morning, Phil. It's on 19.2. Yeah.
And I know what that
Goddamn
means.
right it is.
Yeah, Brian Leif, you're local. Don't hassle me. I'm local too. So, guys that have been on the show, I'd like to thank you all. It's been a lot of fun. We're gonna part ways. We're gonna do the fan mail and close this episode out. But Lime Green Hulk and everyone else, is there anything you'd like to say before you go? Do you want to plug your Twitter or your gaming channel or anything like that? Are you writing a book, a dissertation? Is there anything you want to say before heading out? So Lime Green Hulk, we'll start with you. Or,
I am writing a Spider-Man story.
Jesus.
And that's about it. Follow my Twitter if you want to see updates. Whatever.
What's your Twitter handle?
Yeah, what's your Twitter handle?
At wait, let me fucking check.
I tweet, but I don't know my Twitter handle.
Mr. Poopy Pants 33.
Okay, my Twitter is at LimeGreenHulk24.
Sweet.
All right. Well,
Shadow
listeners,
Chill.
follow him. He follows us. He's the first person that listens to our episodes. And it's pretty cool. It's like, hey, I uploaded the episode. Lime Green Hulk retweets it.
Immediately, every time.
I was so happy when I heard that Lime Green Hulk was going to be on the episode. I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh, and Jeff, what I want to tell you is my Spider-Man story is a extension of your idea for a Spider-Man crime film.
Ooh. Maybe one day I'll draw some illustrations for it. Well, we can't sell it, but we can just have it. You need to hook up with Augs for President. He draws every day. And he's always trying to...
I kind of always talk to Augs for President. He knows about the story, too.
This episode seems so hollow without... No, I'm just joking. Augs, we know you'll hear this episode in a couple months. Hi. Mr. Ganondorf, is there anything you'd like to plug before you go?
No, but I would like to mention a few things. Alderaan was an inside job.
Son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch.
False planet.
Your planet's false, okay? False.
Disney screwed up the Empire, Luke, they've screwed up Boba Fett, they've screwed up lots of things. They've screwed up the Mandalorians completely.
Selling the license to EA.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm not going to see Star Wars. I'm going to use you guys as if I ever see any of their episodes again, it's not going to be a way that I pay for it. I'm not giving them any money whatsoever. No, the only things I'm buying are from the EU, the old EU.
Good for you.
Yeah, the legends at this point.
I don't use it. They have that term. I'm just not accepting Disney anymore. I'm just pretending it doesn't exist.
Me too.
So EU.
Jackson, is there anything you'd like to say before you go?
Yes, I am so thankful that you guys brought me here. I freaking love you, Jeff and Dion. I wish I could come over here multiple times. You seemed like pretty good cool dudes. And I'd love to get in contact with you, Jeff, more often.
Do you have a PlayStation account?
I have
or Xbox.
I have an Xbox Live.
Well, you can add me on there, and I'm gonna buy an Xbox One X soon, and I usually will shoot the shit with anybody. So yeah, man, you can friend me on Facebook. I'm friends with Brian Lape and other people from the show. It's not a huge stretch. Shoot me a message. I'm free in the afternoon, so
Alrighty.
If you ever want to talk about entertainment, let me know.
All right, I definitely will.
Because this has been a lot of fun. And
it has
been.
Thank
you guys. I know it's only what 4 of you guys that are not from the normal show, and I know we have like almost 8,000 subscribers at this point, which is fucking cool.
I actually got one of my friends to subscribe to you guys.
Fuck yeah! Oh, by the way, real quick, I want to tell you guys why you're on air. We're gonna start next year. We're gonna have worldclassbullshitters.com. So there's gonna be some cool stuff. I'm gonna try to send out stickers to you guys and stuff like that for appearing on our show and helping us grow like you are, telling your friends about it. And continue to. We really appreciate it. We're still small, but we're we're significantly larger than we were at the beginning of this year. This has been our best year. So hopefully we grow double that next year.
I like to think at least one person watches your podcast because I retweeted one of your videos.
Well, you helped too, and I'm gonna send you guys free stickers and shit when we get everything situated next year. I'm in the middle of a transition period, but it's a good transition period.
Same here. I'm about to
moving new files.
I'm about to move to Seattle, and I'm almost about to go to college.
Well, Jeff's is the Caitlyn Jenner sort of transition.
Yeah, I can't help that. I'm just tired of being me.
You go, Jeff.
We still accept you and love
The
you.
curse of Jeff.
That's what episode 101 is going to be about.
What?
All right.
The curse of
Jeff's
Jeff?
transition.
Yeah, my transition.
Do I have to bring a camera crew up there and film the whole thing?
I'm coming to you. Atlanta's got the best hospitals in America, man.
God, all right, fine, we'll do this. We'll do this.
And Brian, you're
this.
you're driving me.
Alrighty.
Driving Mr. Hicks.
I forgot I was muted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nick, coming in here to pick me up from the airport.
Right on, man.
Kendo wants to snip.
No,
All right,
Rowdy,
guys,
it's
well,
still
again-
driving Miss Daisy.
I almost forgot.
Okay.
I do have one quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you guys think you'll ever get to the point where it's just struggle? Do you guys want to grow? Because are you afraid that you'll just start to lose the ability to really connect with your fans due to size at some point?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried too.
And just,
As long as the checks clear the bank, I don't care.
You go, Dion. You go.
That was Kendo!
having this community though. It's
How the fuck you gonna call
it's
yourself
gotta
a
be
fan?
nice.
You can't tell me and Kendo a lot. Apart.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We're very different.
You guys
we
look the
talk
same.
different.
Everybody fucked up. Everybody fucked up.
We live
I
different
thought that was
places.
Loudy.
No, to be honest, we started the year at 2,200 subscribers, and now we're at 76 and change. It's, that's thousands more, and it's really not any harder to keep in contact with you guys, because didn't you guys all join this year, roughly?
Yeah.
Roughly, but I'm just saying, if you get to the point where, you're getting thousands of comments and hundreds of thousands of comments and stuff like that.
It's one of those things where we have plans of, if it gets to the point of, we're at 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, we'll start probably going on the road and, going to see you guys in person and doing shows like that at that point.
All right. Plus, here's something you don't know. I don't run everything. We have it broken down. Nick's the social media guy. Kendo has control of Facebook stuff. I'm the YouTube guy. So if you ever read a comment from the channel, it's me. Nobody else has that access. But everyone has access to the Facebook pages and stuff like that. So we spread it around, and if something big happens, Kendo will be like, hey, man, we got this email. Or Nick will be like, hey, check out this tweet. Like that lady that didn't like the video I made about her. So we got a team.
Fucking classic, man. God damn it.
Yeah. Angela Watercutter. I will never forget her fucking name.
Oh, my
She
God.
just is the worst.
That was a good day.
We will grow, but we'll be able to keep in contact like this. I'm one of those people I can remember, everyone's name and once I
Good.
meet them at least.
I want to
All right,
touch with you guys too.
Yeah,
You guys
that's
seem
nice.
like really good people.
Basically, the show will continue until we all find ourselves on the Maury show, and one of us hears, "You are not the father."
Who's the chick we all banged? Because I don't want to be with her. If we've all had
It
it.
wasn't me. Hey, it ain't me. It ain't me.
And then the show will still continue to go on because it'll keep making money.
We'll cross promote with Maury. We'll just be on TV.
We'll be selling really shitty credit cards and things. It'll be fun.
We'll replace Montel Williams. It'll be Nick. Get the Samoan Social Security card. It's a preloaded debit card that you can put money on each month. It'll just have our fucking.
Hey,
logo
if I can
I
bang
wanna
Russell
be there.
Simmons' ex-wife, I'll take it.
Yeah, you can. It's a possibility. I mean, I know your dream is an Asian woman, so you'll at least get half of it.
I'm Nick Udom, and I am the last standing Samoan, and I never leave home without it.
That sounds like the Batman Forever or Batman and Robin.
Oh, what? You're going to keep your freaking whatever body pillow?
What?
Well, he needs a wife, so.
The fuck was
I
that?
know. I just say random shit.
Clearly.
The funny
Well,
thing
we're
is, you
getting
guys
Nick
probably
Utam
have
body
memories
No one
of.
understands that part.
you guys probably have more memories of this show than we do at this point, because we do it all the time. So you guys will remember something from a specific episode, and we'll just have to think about, like, did we say that? Because I think the reason the show works the way it does is, like, when you hear the show, it's exactly how we talk to each other in person.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should hang out with Dion and I drunk on a balcony one night. It'll blow your mind.
I actually want to do that one of these days.
We will record that.
We've got at least
when
3
you
to
guys
I would
4.
love to do that.
We've got
Dion
3 to
will
4
come down
movies
for the
that
Royal
we've
Rumble,
gone
and we'll record that.
Well, here, guys, one thing you have to look forward to, like, once this channel grows, like Kendo said, or Nick said, we want to go to conventions. I tried to get us a convention here in Cincinnati, but the table sold out already, so I can't get it. But we'll do the one in Indianapolis. So Indianapolis will be our first world-class bullshitters show, and we're going to obviously promote it on the channel. I know you guys are in college and a little young to make it, but down the road we will be doing other regional things, and we'll eventually hit your neighborhood, and you can come hang out with us. And the only thing people will have to do is be like, hey, my screen name is this on YouTube, and we'll hang out. So,
And if you come to the booth, Dion will finally give you that hand job.
No thanks.
you actually don't have a say in the matter at this point. Just take
What
it.
if I come to the booth with
He
booze?
bought the mega
what?
tub
What did you say?
of
What if
lotion
I come
at
to
Sam's
the
Club.
booth with booze?
If you bring booze, you're my best friend.
Yeah,
Just
bring
saying.
booze.
Dion and I will understand.
I will just simply kill that motherfucker and say I brought him.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, don't bring booze. Then don't bring the booze. Just bring yourself
That's
and
fine.
many
I'll just
questions.
come armed.
Good luck.
All right, guys. Well, thank you once again for being on episode 100 of World Class Bullshitters. We're gonna let you go. We're gonna finish out the episode with some fan mail and stuff like that.
All right.
Again.
I sent you
Yeah.
a. Sorry, I sent you a.
Go ahead.
I sent you a link to my Facebook profile. In private
Oh,
Did you send it at?
Yes, I have one
On
last
Skype?
question
Yeah.
for you and Kenner.
Don't call me.
Kenner?
Kendall
It's a my
Jenner?
immortal joke.
Who would win in a fight? A Megazord, or Voltron?
Voltron.
Megazord.
Megazord.
Mega Voltron.
Uni Hyper Gepper Bomb.
I thought about that when you were talking about being on a balcony getting fucked up.
I was thinking about Dion kicking Hillary.
Christopher Reeve.
That was one of the best nights of my life. All right, guys. Well, Jackson, I'm going to shoot you a friend request. Other guys, if you want to talk on Facebook, I mean, I'm open to talk about whatever.
Alrighty, nice. Thank
All
you
right, guys,
so
thank
much.
You again.
Thanks,
Anytime.
guys.
Thanks,
We'll
guys.
do more fan stuff in the future. We'll have you on. We'll figure something out. Now,
Yeah.
I guess
See you
that's
around.
it. All right, hey, see you, the voice of Lorf.
Chiefus.
Yeah. Just one last thing. About so Operation Cinder is complete character assassination of the Empire, the Emperor, and they've killed most of the characters.
So just make sure it doesn't stop recording, Jeff, like last time.
All right. See you.
Oh, I will. See you, man.
I'll just
Oh, well, he cut himself off. See you guys.
I just want to
see you,
say
Jeff.
it's been an honor being on the podcast.
It has for me too.
I'm
I really
Green,
enjoyed
you
this.
man, I'm Green. You my man.
I know.
The love is real. All right, bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye.
it was my honor as well. That laughs all around. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for having me on here. I'll see you later.
No problem, my man. See ya.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we have hit 100 episodes. Can you believe it, though, for real?
It's fucking crazy.
I remember
Wait,
when you
it's
guys were just
really
a young
quick.
podcast.
Well, Kendo, it's bizarre to think that you were one of these guys originally.
No,
since the show now.
wait. Don't say one of these guys. Don't you dare give me those fucking
What do you mean by these guys? You're one of those guys, and now you're one of us.
Yeah, you're one.
One of us.
One of us.
So, Dustin, I wanted to bring up, you talked about the 20th Century Fox acquisition of Disney. I think it's the worst idea of anything that's happened in the last 5 years of entertainment.
Monopolies
I'm
are
really
never
nervous.
a good idea. I mean, Disney just keeps eating up all the top franchises, and eventually it's just going to be just a monolithic source of entertainment. That's not okay. I don't care how much money they're throwing at Fox. Fox needs to hold out because Fox has some good properties, and Disney's just going to take them and just bastardize them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And the thing is, everyone on the internet is like, oh, it's such a great thing. The Fantastic Four and the X-Men are going to be with the Marvel characters. Who gives a fuck? They're going to own so much other shit. Your favorite franchises aren't going to be franchises. Your movies that you love aren't going to come out because they don't fit with Disney's family-friendly ideals. No more R-rated shit from Fox. Pray to God Fox doesn't make anything good that Disney acquires soon, because it's fucking done. No more Deadpool.
It sounds like they want to acquire Fox because they want the entire rights to Star Wars, like all of them.
Yeah, because they'll never get Episode 4.
That's what they want. Like, it sounds like they want the entire fucking franchise, hat in hand, game over, we win, you suck. Yeah, like, that seems like what their end goal is. Like, fuck George Lucas, he didn't do it, we did it kind of thing. It's like, all right, it's ours now. Kind of, it's
here's the problem with, like, I want to jump back to Jeff's point really quick, is like an X-Men crossover with the Avengers. That means they're going to have to fucking reboot the X-Men again, because how do you explain all these years passing in the MCU without any mention of mutants? Like, how would you even make that work?
That's long with 20 movies. That's a 20 movie thing, man. That's what's going to happen. They're going to redo the X-Men and have them there.
But if they kill off Captain America or Iron Man or Thor, a character that everyone cares about, it's like, hey guys, you get to see Miss Marvel team up with fucking Cyclops, and no one gave a shit. No one gave an absolute shit. It was fucking terrible.
Miss Marvel Red. Can we have Miss Marvel Red Witch, or whatever the hell her name is, Scarlet Witch, and Black Widow just all bang each other? Can we just have that, please?
Yes. Yeah, it's called Girls' Night Out. It's just a porn parody.
Yes.
And then, if Disney buys Fox, then they have all the fucking Avatar movies, and that's my least favorite franchise, and it's not even a franchise yet.
Oh, those movies are so good, man. Come on.
There's not one thing I like about Avatar. James Cameron's an uppity prick who thinks he's way more important than he is. That's really my own hang-up, I guess. The movies were shit. James Cameron's a douche.
I'm with you. I don't like Avatar. It's the most overrated movie I've ever fucking seen. I don't get the hype.
I don't either.
I don't get the hype at all.
Like, it's shitty blue CGI with the fucking Dances with Wolves story or whatever.
Real quick, while we're on this topic, I pulled up the movies that 20th Century Fox has released. This is what Disney's going to own if they acquire that studio. So they'll own Titanic, they'll own Home Alone, they'll own The Sound of Music, they'll own Alien, they'll own Die Hard, they'll own all the Planet of the Apes movies, Space Age, they'll own Kingsman, they'll own, let's see what else they'll own. I don't give a shit about... They'll own The Simpsons! They will own the fucking Simpsons!
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Good. You know that if they get the rights to Titanic, they're making a sequel, right?
The animated feature.
With Mickey and Minnie.
I'd actually watch it. If I could watch Mickey Mouse die in an ice cube, I'm down.
I'm not gonna let go, money! Haha!
Titanic 2, The Igloo Awakens.
That's when the shits hit the fan and no one cares anymore. Made $1 billion.
Oaken from the ice can save us. His name, Jack. We didn't let him go.
God damn it, Dion.
I thought you were going to say his name is John Cena, but whatever.
His name is John Cena! Rapido!
I'm just looking through their list of films, and Fox owns so much, and it's really sad. They'll own the Cannonball Run movies. Modern Proms? Fuck it. Come on, Universal, never sell out. Because if Disney owned Back to the Future, that'd be the worst.
Oh, you know they're remaking it then. Like that's gonna fucking happen then.
The question is, if they did, who would they try to ruin as Doc Brown?
Don't go there. Don't go there. I don't want to think about it. Okay. I don't want to have a time about it.
Fair enough, my man. Hey, fair enough, my man. My bad.
Yeah.
Idris Elba.
Hey, I'm gonna go there. You know what's gonna happen? Did you say not Idris Elba? Aren't you so happy though? We're over the whole Idris Elba is everything. Remember when that was a fucking thing? Oh, let's get Idris Elba as Bond. Let's get Idris Elba as Raiden. Let's get Idris Elba as anything. George Washington is played by Idris Elba. That doesn't work historically. I don't care.
Marty,
it's like I saw this video on the internet where they're talking about the Romans and like it was a black family. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
The BBC.
I
Yeah.
was like, why is this a thing?
What?
I can see it now. Marty is played by Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, and I will kill you
Oh
personally if
my
that fucking happens. I don't care that you're going to get married one day, Loudy, and have a family. If that happens, I'm just coming to your house. I'm going to, Allison, I'm so sorry, and then I'm just going to take you off, and you'll never be seen again.
And she'll ask you what happened. What are you going to tell her?
I took him down to developmental.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna be like, sorry, I was gotta go. What happens? Like, don't worry about it. I'll just tell the kids I love them, and then that'll be it. And Jeff will be there, and Jeff will be like, you know why I'm here. You know what happened.
You can't.
I love you to death, Nick, but I really think Jeff should kill Loudy in front of his hypothetical children. I think that's the punishment he deserves.
No, what you do is you take him on a boat with the premise of going fishing. And while he's casting off the end of the boat, you just shoot him in the back of the head. Al Pacino.
What's this, Godfather Part 2?
Yeah.
Can I tend to the rabbits, George?
Can I tend to the wabbits, George? There's going to be a wabbits there.
I think that might be my favorite book.
It was
Even over The Rock Says.
Wow.
I'm just joking. The Rock Says is a terrible book. I love The Rock, but it's the worst wrestling book I've ever read. I have 4 copies of it.
I'm
I
about
don't
to say
know why.
that book is mostly pictures, and like part of it's a coloring book. It's weird.
It's not like I wrote a fucking book report in the 6th grade and got an A+ and happened to keep that book report because I was so proud of it because I wrote something about The Rock and got an A. But
Oh, man. It's totally not a story that was so in-depth it has to be true.
whatever. It's episode 100, my friend. I have to pull out the big guns.
Ooh.
So did you guys have anything you wanted to jump back on from earlier? Because I know we had a bunch of people on the show, and a lot of opinions and stuff kind of got buried. I barely heard from Dion. I'm really sad, Dion. Our 100th episode, and you've been on almost all of them, and you've barely said anything.
Well, hey, man, I'm trying to make sure I keep it to where it's somewhat digestible. We had so many people on there. My man Lime Green Hulk was screaming into the fucking microphone like someone was fingering him. It was like let me make sure I jump in when I'm needed. I'm not the cast member you deserve, but I'm the one you need right now. And goddamn it, I take my time.
That's okay. I mean, you know what you're doing, and I appreciate it. Real quick, if Fox gets bought out by Disney, they'll own Highlander. And Big Trouble in Little China.
What?
Fox isn't they're not gonna give that up mainly because their sports thing, they spent a shit ton of money getting a bunch of college football games. So
but the deal is that they would keep sports and news.
Right. So and my point is that they get rid of all these movies. Their only thing is news in sports, and to cover, I don't think they're gonna try and give up a huge revenue in terms of all those fucking movies, especially even recently after spending. I mean, I can't remember what it was, but they paid the Big Ten alone a fuck ton of money just to play games for 3 months out of the fucking year. I don't think there's no way that they're gonna give up movie rights to a lot of huge franchises to cover up that shit. And even so, the only sport that they have outside of football is the UFC, and they're not. I don't think they're going to pigeonhole themselves that fucking bad this early in the game.
I'm just looking through this list of these great films, and one thing I do like about, let's bring it back to Black Friday real quick. One thing I love about Black Friday is the cheap Blu-rays. You can pick up great movies for $3-4 in HD. Disney shit's always overpriced, and they're going to jack up the price of home media, and I'm not going to buy it anymore, and I'm not going to pay for their streaming service.
But what's going to happen is once they own Fox, and all those Fox movies will be on their streaming service. That's what's going to happen.
And I'm just going to have you pirate it for me.
I will gladly fucking do that. Trust me.
To the Dropbox, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Loudy.
My friend bought Star Wars on Blu-ray. The 6 the saga set.
Yeah.
Black Friday, $90 still.
Jesus. That's from
Jesus
2011.
Christ. That was $80 when it came out a couple years ago, wasn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, $90.
$90 on Black Friday. Because he was telling me that he thought he got a really good deal, and I'm like, dude, I fucking bought that like 3 years ago for $10 less.
That fucking box set is kind of underwhelming. After I look at other box sets, I don't even like Blade Runner, but that's a really great set to own.
Does it have Empire of Dreams documentary on it?
It does not. That's only on the DVD.
That's the thing. I was looking at my special features, and I'm like, I don't see the documentary. Maybe I'm missing it, but yeah, that's ridiculous.
What I think, Luke, here's one thing, and I'm not trying to give Disney money or ideas, but if they want money out of me, they really need to release a cut of Star Wars. Not a cut. They really need to release the movies with all the behind-the-scenes shit, and they need to release all the alternate takes. Like, for $200 or something, have a box set that has all the other cuts of Star Wars that didn't see the light of day. You know those ones we've talked about on the last episodes or previous episodes?
Yeah.
Like, put that out. That's the only way you're going to get my money, because the movies are the fucking same at this point. But if they're like, hey, here's every deleted scene and alternate take, it's like, oh, well, I kind of want to see that.
And that's what the point you're making with Blade Runner, right? The collection you have is all 5 different cuts.
Yep. With Star Wars, I'd even pay for one more go at a special edition. It's like, let's fix everything and then we're good, you know. Yep. Empire doesn't need to be changed anymore. Empire's almost perfect as it is. So is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I know we didn't have an episode last week. We had the My Immortal thing because it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we kind of needed that break.
Oh, God, yes, we did.
I mean, we had fun. Did you guys do it? I know, Phil, you and I hung out, so we've seen each other, but what did you guys do for Thanksgiving? Just go to family members' houses?
Yeah, man, that was about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, and then drove to Fort Wayne for the weekend.
Woo!
A lot of eating and drinking, man. My aunt actually made cranberry Jello shots. It was the weirdest thing. It was so cute that she attempted that, but she failed so horribly.
Did they not taste good or what?
They were okay, but I mean, it's like somebody's first attempt at Jello shots. Like they fucked up. They were
Dion. We need to make those.
Like I ate 3 and I was like, oh, these are really good. Not really.
Dion, we need to make those on New Year's.
Oh, we're gonna try our hand for goddamn sure, buddy.
I have some good news. I bought a lot of alcohol already.
Oh shit!
So Loudy, I want to tell you.
My other good news. I see your good news. Yeah. I raise your good news. Hillary's dad is going to watch D2.
Woo!
It's getting real.
Will he watch?
Getting fucking real.
Will he watch Devin?
Yeah, that's what he said he would. So you know he works at Nintendo a lot, so he forgets shit. But I'm gonna bring up the Devin thing too here because we're about to go to Disney. I'm gonna bring that shit up. And if he can watch, if they'll watch Devin too, oh my God, it's gonna get.
So it's gonna be me, you, Hillary, Diane, maybe her friend Katie, all at Diane's place, and we're just gonna live it up like it's college again.
Oh yeah, grilling.
Oh my God,
drinking.
I want to black out at noon.
Oh, that's the plan, son. We going black the fuck out.
Is Katie hot?
Loudy. She's cute.
She's cute. She's not like super hot. She's super nice, which kind of makes up for the straight cuteness.
She is very friendly. I first thought she was going to be like one of those weird, boring stoner chicks, but then you talk to her for about 20 minutes, and she's like, oh, really in-depth and interesting. So I like her. I thought she was...
She doesn't have Garrett's sister's personality?
Or forehead.
Oh, my God.
No, I met her, and we were Facebook friends. She barely posts anything, but she's cool. Like, that's the highest compliment I can give her. I only spent a couple hours with her, but she was cool. Laddie, I wanted to tell you I bought a bottle of Crown Royal because of you. So.
Yeah? How you liking it?
Yeah. I haven't opened it. It's that same gift set you had.
So it's the same flavor then because my boss at work, she keeps going on about the Crown Royal Black, so that's next on the list to try.
Well, you should ask Stan's brother about Crown Royal Apple when he blacked out.
Yeah, I'm not going to get Crown Royal Apple. That's okay.
Brian, have you done any Christmas beers yet on your channel you want to plug?
Yeah, I've got a couple coming up. I've been sick the last couple weeks, so I'm behind on doing some beer reviews. But yeah, I do have some Christmas beers coming up. I forget the names of them. They're around here somewhere.
Goose Island.
Yeah, better than Goose Island. A few weeks ago, I spent $100 at Jungle Jim's on beer. So
nice.
I want to like party with you once to see. Well, obviously I'll win. I was gonna say who could outdrink each other, but I.
Yeah, no, that's it. Let's just go party at Lape's house.
You should do that in a couple of weeks. You know when.
Kendo, I'm taking you. I mean, I'm gonna drive you to the Hofbräu house. And, well, no, I have somebody drive us because I'll get shit faced at the Hofbräu house.
Sure.
We'll go. We'll have dinner. We'll have German food. We'll have big steins of beer. We'll have a good time.
Girls wear lederhosen and shit.
Jeff and Lederhosen. I don't know if I want to see that.
I'd buy that for $1.
Well, I'm gonna fucking send you messages over Snapchat all day.
Yeah. You gotta wear a felt hat too, though. You know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I own a felt hat.
But one of the ones I have coming up is a smoked, another smoked beer from Schlimmkeller over in Germany. They actually, when I do their beers, they actually put them on their website, so that's pretty nice.
Nice.
You should have more subscribers because I like your videos. I watch them. I like beer. If you're not old enough to drink, you should still watch them because you'll learn some shit. You won't start out with Bud Light.
Thank God.
Dion, I had a come to Jesus moment with Bud Light the other day.
Yeah, come to Jesus with who?
Moment with Bud Light the other day.
Oh shit!
So
you realized it was
we're out
water?
at this farm in we're out at this farm in Indiana.
Oh.
Phil's there, and we're just drinking and we're eating and we're doing all this stuff. And I was drinking these higher volume beers, and then I had a Bud Light, and I honestly thought I was drinking water. And I put it down, and I never picked it up again.
Good man.
I can't. Like, even if it's free, I'm gonna say no.
That's why we're friends. That's exactly why we're friends.
Probably the safest move right there, Jeff. I realized it was water, and I put it right back down.
No more Bud Light. Now, if we're ever trapped out in a cabin, kind of like in the movie Cabin Fever, and there's only Bud Light to drink or stanky water, Bud Light all the way. Still.
Right. That's more of a gun to the back of your head. In this case, dysentery to the back of your head. You got to make a fucking choice. Say, hey, you say, you know what, Bud Light, you and I are gonna fuck this one time, and that's it.
But you got to be safe. You got to make sure you put on the beer condom.
Right.
Nah, I drink them too fast to get warm.
Yeah.
Not that anybody cares, but rest in peace, Jim Neighbors.
Oh, Gomer Pyle died. Yeah, I saw that.
80 something.
Lawrence of fucking Arabia.
What did he die at Bike Week? What happened?
Yeah, he died at Bike Week. He crashed his Harley.
Wait, really?
No.
I'm about to say, like, that's kind of cool.
No, he died of being 87.
He was fucking old.
Was he really?
Yeah, but just because you're old doesn't mean you die. What, did his heart stop working? Did he shit himself and die?
Really shitty doctor.
Oh my God! Speaking of shit himself. Okay.
Oh no! No!
No wait. Y'all know where I work. Literally, somebody shit their pants in the lobby today, and it fell out the pants leg.
Oh.
And we looked down at it. We're like, are those peaches? Why are they peaches? like slices of peaches. And I swear to God, he looks at us dead in the eye and he goes, "I'm so sorry."
What an asshole!
Oh my God!
Don't you work for the government, Phil?
I work in a clinic.
And they're like, "Phil, come clean this up."
No. No.
Phil, waddle your ass over here and come clean this up.
Huh?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I
it.
didn't hear anything he said. Anyway.
So before we put this baby to bed, do you guys have any good world-class bullshitters memories that you'd want to bring up? I know my favorite episodes are Chester Bennington ones.
Dude, I love that episode.
Fucking Steve Harvey. I don't care what anyone says. That's my favorite episode. I had so much fun doing that episode. God, fuck. Hey, Luke. Hey, Luke.
Back to Chester Bennington, though. When I'm sitting here I was doing something, I was in like a meeting, and I get this fucking message from Jeff, and I look at it, and it's the two thumbnails choices, and you're like, which one should I go with? And I'm doing everything I can to hold the straight face and not just start fucking busting up laughing at the one thumbnail with OJ and Chester Bennington. And the exact words I told you was, you have to go with the first one. That will raise some pulses.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I do miss when the Duke would come on the show.
Of course you would.
What?
Like the first fucking 3 episodes?
Yeah, man.
And then he never came back?
Why don't you bring him back right now, Loudy?
Yeah, do it. Do it right now.
So you want me to bring back the Duke for one night only? Well, I guess you're... Ah, shit.
Keep going. I'm laughing, man.
Just don't hit me.
Talk about Chester Bennington, Duke.
So I
Talk
heard
about the
some
3 pounds of undigested
motherfucker
red
named
meat in your
Chester
bells.
Bennington decided to commit suicide. What a pussy. Shit.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Dion, just for the record,
Yeah, I know.
If you listen to the
you-
fan cast
So here,
the
here,
day after the Chester Bennington episode, or the day of the Chester Bennington, Brian didn't get the joke at all for like a good hour and a half. Because I
sure did.
oh, the joys of being old.
repeatedly mispronounced Chester Bennington's name, and Brian keeps trying to correct me. And it took him like an hour or so
Buster
before he
Fur.
realized, oh, wait, he's doing it on purpose.
Yep.
Brian, we love you, man. It's all good.
Yeah. It's all right. Well, that's before I really knew his sense of humor.
How's
True.
that fan cast going there, buddy?
Well, there are tens of subscribers. I think we have twice as many as Ring Rust, though.
Oh, shit.
hot
Burn!
And how many episodes do you have?
Jesus, I just heard an
Phil,
air raid
Phil,
siren.
before we leave, I'm going to send you a link for a bunch of burn centers near Cincinnati, just in case.
Damn.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
We are up to episode 23. We have 43 subscribers. So
We have
You guys
7
deserve
episodes.
more. I kind of wish Liquid Metal Pro could have been on tonight. He always had some good stuff. to
Eager
say.
got him.
I invited Tap and Die, but Tap and Die did not respond. So
Oh, well.
He
we'll
died.
probably do an episode 24 tomorrow, and hopefully Eric won't drop out when he's going through the canyons.
Fuck him.
to live in Southern California.
Yeah. But when he gets home, the kids make a lot of noise, too. Or when he's at Chipotle. That's really great.
Oh, God.
The best is when he's like, I'm going to Chipotle, I'll mute you guys so you don't hear it. And he doesn't.
All we hear.
All we hear is, welcome to Chipotle, blah, 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 naked burrito, blah, 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 fuck you.
Brian, or I'd be like, Eric, it's too much sour cream, bro. Just shut
Maybe
up.
Get the queso on there. Get the queso.
I'll put the queso on you.
Do you know it's extra?
Extra queso, please.
Did you know it's another $1.25 for the queso?
Yeah.
That's fine. I want the avocado. I mean the guac. Give me the guac too. I want the guac.
It's like
Are you talking about food at this point or cum? Like, I don't know where we're going with this.
Yeah. He's talking about cum. You know he's talking about cum.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, all right?
Some pretty aggressive ordering going on.
easy, Rod, easy.
Can we get a sponsorship from Chipotle in the new year? I would really appreciate it.
Holy
Can we
shit.
get like alcohol or somebody to sponsor us? Goddammit!
It was kind of funny how those guys were like, we don't want you to get too big. So I'm like, dude, I want to. I'll still talk to you. I'll call you on Christmas and be like, hey, Merry Christmas from World Class Bullshitters.
Here.
I didn't forget about you.
Here's a bottle of
Andre Hulk.
Jaeger from our sponsor.
Yeah! Have a free t-shirt.
I already
from-
forgot about him. Like I said, as long as the
And,
checks
and then,
How
then
you
mine-
haven't got sponsored by Goop yet is beyond me because you guys
I
get
know.
on the
Yeah, they get free advertisement almost every week.
1.2 million people have listened to an episode on this channel. We've talked about Goop a good percentage of those. Come on, Gwyneth. Send us nudes or money. Like, something we can sell.
Or both.
Please.
Yeah, why not?
Give us some of those NASA stickers, man. We love those things.
you know the one thing, though, the one thing I wish that we got was at least, like, either WB, DC, or Zack Snyder himself at least send us a message like, can you please stop threatening me? That's the one thing I want. That's the one. Like, I enjoy talking to my friends. I enjoy doing the show. I enjoy talking shit. I enjoy making dick-sucking jokes. I enjoy all that shit. I do that for free. But the one thing I ask for is Zack Snyder being like, listen, man, you can't threaten me on the internet. And I would be like, the fuck I can't. I promise if I ever see you in person. I promise you. I fucking promise you.
Monday morning, there's a knock at the door. Dion answered it. Are you Dion Green? Yes. Dion Green from World Class Bullshitters? Yes. Sir, you've been served. And it's a restraining order from Zack Snyder.
Takes a selfie with the camera, with the watch.
Send me that shit to Snapchat, dude.
Hell, I put that shit on Twitter. I'd be like, I finally got to the bitch. I finally got his ass.
Well, I mean,
Got him.
We got that one girl from Wired to respond to us. So just give it time. Give it time.
I really wanted to start a Twitter war with Mia Khalifa the other day, but I thought it wouldn't end well. So I was like,
yeah,
you guys were busy because it was National Stuffing Day, and I was going to use her as a meme because I knew she would respond back. But then I was just like, I don't think. We're not sports stars. What can we actually say to her?
And also, you have a bunch of guys against one girl. We're gonna lose.
No, it's called a gangbang. She's been paid to do it before. Yeah, we're all gonna win at the end.
There's many, hockey. In all seriousness, especially with that last comment, if world class bullshitters has taught me anything, it's that anything is possible. You know what, guys? We could be that gangbang with Mia Khalifa. Who knows?
No, Loudy, because you're almost married, so you would just be like, guys, I can't.
Okay, come out.
And then Dion would look you in the eye and go, motherfucker, I got a kid, and then he would be banging.
You know what? You got listen.
Exactly.
You guys could be that gang. Listen,
Wilson, hold your wallet.
You guys could be that.
The corner, dude. Come on.
Oh, God damn it! Listen, let me rephrase. You guys could be that gangbang with Mia Khalifa there. Now just
we'll
watch.
throw all of our names into a hat and pull them out and see who goes first because we got to have a bat in order.
That's true.
It makes sense to go smallest cock to biggest. That way, by the end, everyone's still touching the sides.
So Dustin first.
Jeez, we're really.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Then they could have another little baby, and they can call it Paraxylix.
Jesus, this is
Paraxylix. Just call it Andromeda and be done.
Andromeda McNeese.
Snoke.
Welcome to the party, pal.
God.
If I ever write a sci-fi story, that's going to be the princess's name, Andromeda McNeese. She's Scotch Martian. What a combination! Yeah, so are the parents.
Her catchphrase has got to be, "I can't stop looking at these dicks."
It'll be okay. She's a princess from a galaxy far, far away.
What planet are you from? A young planet's called Scotland.
Our Emperor Sean Connery has provided a good life for us. It'll be like clips from the movie Dragonheart where he just talks about,
we are the last.
Time out, Jeff. What was that one horrible movie you showed us over at Phil's sister's house in the basement?
Zardoz! Dion seen it?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Zardoz.
Dude,
We're doing a
Google
commentary on that. Find it, Nick. Fucking find that movie.
Yeah, if you do that, we'll do that.
Hold on, no. Zardoz. Spell it out.
Zardoz.
I know a guy who has a jailbroken Fire Stick who could probably find it on there.
I have a jailbroken Raspberry Pi, and I'm about to jailbreak a Fire Stick right now.
Jailbreak, you're fired.
Oh yeah, we talked about this one. That outfit he's wearing is just killer, man. It's just killer.
God, I wanted it for Halloween.
That is prime Connery.
Oh, wow.
God,
no toupee either.
Right?
Well, Nick, it's just a straight up wig at this point.
Man, that was in '74 though. And
he was wearing a toupee as James Bond.
Yeah, I know, and it looks like he has less hair there. It's just longer. Maybe just extensions then.
It's bad. I feel bad for him, but hey, he had a great career and bedded dozens of women. We should take an over-under on how many women Sean Connery's banged, and then when we're famous enough to find him, we'll go up to him on the street and accost him until he gives us a number. We'll just leave.
Tell us a number!
Give me the fucking number, Sean!
Tell us a number! Where is she?
Who were they? I need pictures and proof.
I'll say he's somewhere between Wilt Chamberlain and Ric Flair.
I found a full HD version of that movie.
God damn it!
You can see his pubes on screen.
It is a full 1080p version of that movie.
Guns.
Well, that's how we're gonna.
Holy shit! It exists. Oh my god.
Just somebody out there remastered the fucking footage. Somebody was paid. Like they thought that was a moneymaker. Giant floating head that fucking vomits guns and tells you the penis is evil in the first 5 minutes.
The penis is evil.
Folks, we are not making this up. That is legitimately the opening of the film.
It really is.
I don't doubt you guys at all. I really don't.
Well,
that sounds
listeners,
wonderful.
we do not. Yeah, well, listeners, we don't have any fan mail because last week was My Immortal, and everyone just says how funny it is. There's really nothing new to bring to the table with the My Immortal comments. But it's over, so I'm sorry.
Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm happy it's over. It's. I don't know. It's an embarrassment on the good name of World Class Bullshitters. We are world class.
You want to make up a My Immortal for Twilight?
You can. If you want to do the research, Phil, and you want to just fall asleep on your keyboard, I'll read it. Phil slept on the Z key for 2 hours. Okay, cool.
Those are 80 pages of Z's.
All right, guys, page 1. Second paragraph.
I really love
He formatted it correctly.
When the character Z made his voice heard, and he just really Z'd out the rest of his plot. I loved it.
God.
You will hear me.
Directed by Zack Snyder.
Keon's favorite movie of the year. All right, folks. Well, let's see. There's no email. There really isn't much on the Twitters. It's kind of a bizarre night in terms of the social media. So, let's put it like this. Let's say our goodbyes. I've been your host, Jeff Hicks.
I am the man with the plan, the original tan, and yeah, man, fucking fans and shit, right? Am I right? Why couldn't
Yeah, Infinity War, bro. 2018's the year of World Class Bullshitters. Woo woo!
That's right, man. The only thing I wish is that they, were fuckable chicks. But hey, we're still moving up.
We're getting there, guys.
I've been your listening Samoan saying, please give us your fucking money for the fucking Patreon.
Yeah, help us out. Mark Hamill would.
I'm the Dr. Phil. 100 episodes. That's quite an achievement, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
Phil.
We're trying to reboot Ring Rust. At WCBs, Ring Rust on Twitter. Check us out on YouTube.
I'm everyone's favorite coach, the coach, Coach Loudy. Fantastic that we made it to 100 episodes. Can't wait to see us get to 1,000.
Ooh.
Hey, real quick, there's a new Star Wars trailer on TV.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, that's great. Whatever.
It's on this Disney Magical Christmas bullshit.
There's nothing magical about that.
And it's a starfighter, and Millennium Falcon comes out of a planet core.
I've seen that.
And Princess Leia's there. No, this is brand new because I had this show for the last 2 hours. And it's just extended scenes from the trailer. So if you were excited before, you're going to be excited now.
It's as excited as... I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Listen, I just need to understand, again, we talked about this on a previous episode, so we're fucking 2 weeks away from the fucking release of the film, and lukewarm promotion for it. I just can't, and they expect everyone to get all excited about it.
Lukewarm Skywalker.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, I understand people, sucking on the teat. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Like, I don't see anything for it. I don't see anything for it. And even if you're a fan of Star Wars, you can't tell me that it's the same level that it's been, or it's better than it's been. That's bullshit.
Except advertisements for brawny hand towels with, Millennium Falcon prints on them.
That's it.
The worst is the dull fucking cauliflower. Cauliflower.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking nuts.
That's a new low.
It's nuts. It's crazy to me.
Ugh. Kendo, say your goodbyes so I can give an outro.
Stay classy, San Diego. Go fuck yourself.
And Brian Lape, what would you like to say as we depart?
Hey, thanks for having me on again, guys. I've been brain roughing the lifting nerd. Check out my YouTube channel. Also, Kendo and I, sometimes Kendo, but me and some other guys over on the Fancast. And Jeff, you'd asked about our moments for WCBS, and I have two. And one of them was the night that you were playing one of my videos while you guys were on, and suddenly I heard my own voice coming through the headphones. And that really freaked me out. That was, I guess, middle of last year. And but the best one has to be after you guys saw It Comes at Night, and you could just hear the panic in your voice.
Oh God, that was a fucking horrible movie.
I do love the aftermath of that because we fucking called. We called.
Yeah. You would just
that's my second favorite. My second favorite moment too.
Because Dion legitimately had concern in the voice. He's like, "What happened?"
I was scared, dude. Like Brian brought up, that's a good point because like you guys called me and I was like, "Is everything okay? Like how bad was it?" Like, and it's funny because like you called and I was like, I honestly was thinking like, did someone do something to them? Like what? Right. Did someone touch my goddamn? Like, what happened? What did they do to you? Just point to the door what they did to you guys.
They hurt us, Dion. They hurt us.
Oh my God, dude!
If you guys had been high, you would definitely been crying. Oh. But it shows you guys have real emotions for these things. You know, this is not a fake video reaction video type thing.
Oh, there's a YouTube channel that's based out of Cincinnati. They say, "Oh, we subscribe to your channel." I doubt it because they're trying to mimic every other big YouTube channel, and it's not working. Because for a while, they had 1,000 subscribers on us, and I was like, how are they ahead of us? And now we're 2,000 ahead of them. And I understand why, because it's the same shit. It's reaction videos, and it's a podcast that just regurgitates the same opinions over and over again. And as a fan, I would get tired of just like, hey, I want to hear what Jeremy John says, and now Chris Stuckman, and now these guys. It's the same fucking opinion. Like, if anything I can say about World Class Bullshitters, we are different, and we're not trying to be. We're giving you our honest appraisal of everything. We just don't, toe the company line. And maybe it'll take us an extra year or so to get where we want to be, but you know what? We'll be where we want to be, and we've done it honestly. It's not, hey, I got to kiss Disney's ass so I can get early access to The Last Jedi.
Right. It's organic and real.
Yeah.
So, and I can't wait to make the timeline for this video. It's going to be great.
Oh, all you need to do for the timeline is say when the other guys left, and that's it. We'll be good to go. Dustin, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, 100 episodes. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and honestly, I do have the smallest penis of any of us.
But the largest balls, apparently. Actually, we've seen them, Dion. We know.
I know my shoulder has felt them. My shoulder has felt them.
That's fucked up.
The thunderclap is real.
Jesus.
You guys have never heard that story. Dustin and you're like, yeah, it's the manliest sound in the world, the thunderclap. You do this weird ball shaking thing. Oh, college.
Oh, God. Oh.
Good fucking times. Good fucking times. I was going to have this episode be like our big finale for the year, but I feel like we need one more.
I think at least one more.
Yeah, like this was going to be like, yeah, guys, hey, episode 100, we'll be back in the new year. And then no, we're gonna be back next week to close it out properly.
Okay.
Because we got to do our top of the year and all this shit. And by the way, listeners, even if this was going to be the last podcast of the year, we have our top and bottom of 2017 video that's going to be all of us on there. We got to do our yearly Die Hard Christmas special, which means we're going to watch Die Hard every Christmas from now until we're all dead, and we're going to review the same movie constantly. So in 20 years, when we're still doing this, it'll be like, hey guys, when you reviewed Die Hard for the 14th time, that was better than every other time. And I'll go, thank you for listening to all 20 times of Die Hard. But that's what's going to happen. That's our channel's thing. We're not going to talk about A Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation. We're going to give you 24 hours of Die Hard constantly. Just say, hey,
Amen.
Die Hard.
My top 3 films of 2017, since I will not be here. Number 3, It. Number 2, Blade Runner 2049. Number 1, Mother. Just putting it out there.
Of course you pick fucking Mother.
Same thing.
No, I haven't.
We actually had this discussion last night.
Okay.
I didn't see everyone's response to how the movie didn't make any fucking sense, and sure enough,
when it, I'm not going to justify it. I stand by it. Viewers, if you saw Mother and you agreed, leave a comment. Let me know.
Also, if viewers, when you comment about him liking Mother, also remember that he had Suicide Squad as his best movie of the fucking year too. So don't forget that shit.
Yeah, and he also liked The Force Awakens. So remember that too.
I don't like The Force Awakens. I fucking love it.
And therein lies the problem.
Yep.
Well, guys, here's a little outro. So as we ride off into the sunset and put 100 episodes in the book, I'd like you to all look forward to the future. As I said earlier, 100 episodes is just the start for me. We started out as a weekly podcast, and then we moved into daily videos, and now we're going to actually make a film and do skits and all kinds of other great shit. So, when all is said and done, and we're rich, bloated, and high on cocaine, with fans who love us and families who hate us, I just want you to remember this phrase. And Kendo, you can say it with me.
Leap is anus.
There we go. So, jiggity woohoo, folks, and thank you for 100 episodes. We'll be back next week with something else.